And welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, with me,
Mark.
And we are here today for the One Piece Championship Series 4, Week 6, Part 2. Guys, we have some amazing content coming up your way. First hour, we're going to be going over some of the new things that I think most of you guys want to hear about. OP11 just dropped.
Yeah, and I've heard some people say it was like watching Godzilla approaching your city. Blue Purple Luffy.
Yeah.
Now he's here.
He's here, guys.
Ready to wreck shop.
Right? If you guys weren't prepared before, I'm sorry, because we're in it, guys. This is it. We are fully into the OP11. The set will be legal come this weekend when we have the official release, of course. And you know everyone's going to be on Blue Purple, right? Like, obviously, it was the deck of choice. It has a consistency. Who didn't like it? I mean, have you seen it? Have you played with it?
I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I didn't like
it. But I was actually hoping that we would see a ban list prior to this thing coming out here. It didn't happen. However, we did get 6 new starter decks. 6 new starter decks, which, by the way, are going to be released this weekend. So that means the same time that OP11 becomes officially legal for play, so will the starter decks, because the starter decks have everything inside of them, so there's no reason to need to wait, because you just pick it up. Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yes, say hi to Mark, one of our new casters right here. He's going to be helping us out on Mondays when he can. We got a lot of really cool stuff. We'll see if Mark's going to help me out with Magic at some point. What other TCGs have you played? Actually, I should probably do an intro.
So I used to play Magic. Got out of the game. Had to get away from it. But then
what was the cause?
Just started getting into Warhammer, and then,
okay. So you're a Warhammer guy too?
40K? Yeah, 40K.
Okay.
I still have my armies and everything, but then now I'm into One Piece and
mod Beta View? Oh, what? There's a new mod Beta View? I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I was just saying, yeah, that's about it. Just One Piece now. That's it. But I know a little bit about Magic. Haven't been keeping up, but...
Oh, it's okay. I mean, you don't really need to for this one, because we're going to be covering One Piece, and that's why you're here, because we're going to be covering One Piece. But I was just curious, like, because a lot of players that play one TCG play a lot of different TCGs, right? Obviously, if you guys have been watching my channel long enough, you see that I play Union Arena, I play Grand Archive, I play Magic the Gathering in multiple different formats, I play a bunch of... the Gundam TCG that's going to be coming out. I've been practicing quite a bit with that new interface, the Dragon Ball Fusion World. I played a lot of the old Dragon Balls. I've played a lot of the older TCGs. I've been in and out, testing out different really cool TCGs, because I'm a big guy component of owning your own product. I mean, that's been the theme of this channel since day one, is we like to cover games that you can own. Right? That's why you guys don't see me playing gacha games. Why you guys don't see me playing some of the other games is because if I can't own it, I don't really want to talk about it. Like, I want to have something that I can physically have. Little Pound Cake says, it's interesting. What armies do you play? I maybe have 2K points worth it works. Oh, what armies do you play?
I play Dark Angels and World Eaters.
World Eaters. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. I currently have Angron. He's sitting at home on the desk looking like a gargoyle. Haven't painted him. But
no. We gotta get you painted.
Yeah.
Have you painted the rest of the army?
I painted a good portion of it. I also had another painter do part of my Dark Angels. So.
Oh, excellent.
Yep.
And we do actually have some out there and in the chat talking right now. We have some creators that do some painting and commissions. So if you guys are interested in that and ever want to reach out, please do. We got some great people who've been doing some amazing work for it. And I can't wait to, when we get into Gundam, we're going to start showcasing more of their work. That'll be the first branch into like figurine stuff. Because we will be getting into more figurines when I have time to do some Warhammer coverage.
The Gundam Gacha game you got called out for.
I do play the Gundam Gacha game. No, I mean I just don't host it. I don't show it on the TV. And honestly, I gotta say, like, where things go. And I'm with you, because you guys heard my speech about talking about the Gundam game. Like, you gotta be able to control yourself. Don't fall for the trap. It is a digital game. It's something you're not going to own. The one thing I will 100% back on the Gundam app is it gives you the storyline. It allows you to get familiar with the mechs. And it was one of those things where, because I play the TCG and I'm going to be hosting the TCG here, I found a great benefit, because it had some great synopses of these great stories that have happened since like the 1980s. And they showed you what each series is. And then they show you the Gundams and some of the weapons that they have and some of the makeup and kind of the evolution of them too, because they have the cool development things where you can, for no money invested, just keep playing it. You can build the Gundam and kind of like the evolution of its mark and make. And that in itself is a lot of great information. I think it's going to be really helpful for me to cast Gundam. I think that was kind of Matt's idea, was like, hey, get this stuff so I can understand the jokes and understand the references to the Xeons, or and like if he talks about a specific mech, I will have some kind of general idea of what he's talking about. And that the Gundam app does a great job of that. Their storyline's fantastic. They give a lot of free stuff out there. I will repeat over and over: do not get into a gacha game if you can't. You have no self-control. They're not great, guys. But this game in particular has a lot of great content, a lot of great things that you can you can get into. They're stepping into some new modes. I think that they're still testing out. And it's not as egregious as I've seen a lot of them. Doesn't mean it's better. It's ultimately great, because they are charging a lot for free pull or for pulls of random Gundams, but it's not as near as egregious as other games, and but it still has that gacha mechanic where you're pulling for these random mechs versus like the development pool, which is, I think, honestly great. I think if you just try to play free to play and you spend your time trying to upgrade those free mechs that you can make, they do pretty well. They carry you quite well. I think the free stuff they give you, there are strategies that you can beat even in expert mode, the hardest stages out there with, and there's some creators that have come up with some free to play stuff. So I definitely recommend you guys, if you want to play for free, do it, absolutely. If you want to give them like $20 to say thank you for this awesome game, absolutely, go for it. If you want to give them $2,000, you could do that. You could do that. I don't recommend it. All right. Little Pound Cake says, just got my airbrush back. We are 100% ready to paint. If you can play for free and it's still pretty fun. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the most important part of what Little Pound Cake's saying there is you can play for free and it is extremely fun. And I highly recommend that for individuals that want to do that, because this game has a lot of content to offer for no money invested. Like, I can't talk greatly enough about the stories. And personally, like, if you would have talked to me last week about like what the Gundam Mark II was, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between anything, right? You could show me any Gundam, and I'd be like, that's probably the Mark something. I don't know. Now I could actually look at a Gundam suit and be like, oh yeah, I've played with that. I know what that one is. I know the name of this. I know the character who pilots this. Like, I'm even caught up on. You watch anime?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the new Gundam G-Quux?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Great Prime Video. Check it out, guys. Good anime, and they give a lot of really cool stuff in relation to that anime in the game, which is great. Love that. And you just really enjoy and get interactive with this new series that are coming out. Little Pancake says 100% free to play and can clear the game easy, it seems. Absolutely. That's important. I mean, that's to me is what's important. You shouldn't stifle the game like a lot of these gacha games are for, like, if you don't pay me a ton of money, you can't progress. I'm just like, bro.
Those are the only games I play. That's it.
Mad Soap in the chat, good to go. It's exclamation point join. Thank you. And thank you for reminding the chat, guys. All we need is a simple exclamation point join, as you can see above my head, for one of these 2 free packs. Bro, we haven't pulled a single hit from this box yet. Not one. This community box. Are you going to be able to pull the 1, 2? Please don't pull both. There could be 3.
All right. Here we go. We'll pick this one here.
But this is your first time touching the community box here. All right. So, are you going to pull some good hits? That's 1.
This one here.
Okay. All right.
We'll say this one here.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna
Box still has quite a few packs left in it. I think we're not even halfway there yet, guys.
You want me to set up here?
Yeah, please. But yeah, those are the packs. Let's go. These are going to be the ones we give away for tonight, too, from our community box from the 25th anniversary EBO2, guys. Check it out. No hits been hit so far. We've had some amazing stuff. If you guys joined us on chat on Saturday, you were the one that was doing a pack opening. What were you feeling when you opened that up?
So I was just like, oh yeah, it's just a normal pack. I'm gonna just open a box of my own before that, and then the one card I was chasing, the one card, just right there in the last pack.
Yep,
SP Shanks.
SP Shanks, guys.
Gosh,
it was so beautiful. It's one of the really cool special arts that came out from the new set from OP11 that we will be talking about in just a minute. But that card was pulled and given away to one of our followers, Sermon, who's actually been a long-time Patreon member. I really appreciate it. Really nice that that person was able to get something big to come back from that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I really enjoy the giving out stuff, and I'm really excited when I can give you some of the big hits. Because we've given out alt-art leaders before. We've given out a lot of like alt-art cards before, and haven't got a manga yet. I think the closest we've gotten right now has been the SP. But I'm hoping, beyond hope, maybe we get a manga out of here, something that would be insane.
That would be wild.
Like we would lose our
would
mind
be
here.
wild.
But I desperately want to give away a manga on the stream at least once to you guys, so I can show you guys that yes, everything I pull from here is absolutely yours. No hidden cards where I'm just like, oh, is that an Umbreon? Psych, that's something else.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a Twitch streamer out there, not Twitch. He was a what is that channel?
Oh, sorry guys. No.
Oh no, that wasn't it. Everyone's like,
Umbreon.
no, we clearly saw what that was. That wasn't the chase card that's $200-$300. No, I'd love to give that stuff away, guys, and I hope so too. I hope we'll keep doing this. We'll keep buying the community boxes. That's why we do it the way we do. It's always a community box. That way, every single pack goes your way. So if I do get a hit, it's gonna be one of yours. But all you need to do, hit !join. All right, brother, we've got some stuff to cover. This is a big week for Lifelink games.
Indeed it is.
Is this gonna be enough to pull you back in?
I don't know. I mean, I like Cloud. Mm-hmm. He's probably one of the only characters I like from Final Fantasy, but that's just because I played Kingdom Hearts and really cool. But
Kingdom Hearts is an IP I'd love to see some actual really cool stuff. I thought Lorcana was going to do something with it. Mm-hmm. I haven't done anything yet. That doesn't mean they won't, but I was really hoping they would introduce Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, I was actually grew up on all these Final Fantasy games. Like I had been a huge RPG player for the longest time. I've actually
which one?
one through now 16.
I was gonna guess 30. But
no,
close enough.
I think we're up to 16, 15 now. We're up to 15 now. Yeah. So, but I think they just spoiled 16 is coming out soon. But yeah, I played them all. I dabble. I haven't beat every single one. I beat all the younger ones, like the easier ones. And we will be doing some content here soon for Final Fantasy, guys. Those that don't know what we're talking about, let's show you what we're talking about. Lifelink Games is going to have a tremendous all-out. We are going all out for this release, guys, for Final Fantasy. We've got ourselves a vendor that a local vendor out here who's going to be serving some food on Friday night while we get into these sealed events and pre-releases. Our first time ever with these individuals that work really closely with us. Can't wait to showcase their food and what they're doing as they start up their small-time business to try and help grow that community. We have the midnight release is going to be happening this Thursday, which technically means that Friday, so we can actually sell the product because legally you can't sell it until the Friday. So we will have this. The local Seaville, thank you, Lifelink Games for the name of it. Yes, the local Seaville will be catering some stuff, so we'll have some excellent, great food for you guys. We're going to be giving out some, or selling out the boxes. We've had a ton of pre-releases for this. Obviously, the collector boosters being the hottest item. Yeah. We had the best prices in town, which is why everyone's been coming to us. If you guys haven't seen the site, we're going well below what MSRP has been posted for these things to make sure that everybody can get this product in your hand, because we know how much the community is going to love this set. Final Fantasy VII finally coming, and well, just not Final Fantasy VII. We got 6, 3 if you're a purist or whatever you want to go. We've got some amazing 9, 10. There's odes to 8, not the Gunblades that I wanted to. Magic, he could have given us the Gunblades, but we did have some great equipment, some great saga art that plays really well into the characters. Some of the art has been hated, some of it loved. To me, who currently has the Final Fantasy TCG, recognized immediately that the art that people didn't like was literally printed to the TCG. One second, I want to show you guys this. Like, I know a lot of people haven't seen this TCG, but a lot of the art that I've been seeing from the game, like that are kind of printed. This is the Final Fantasy TCG. This is their card game. Really nice card stock too, by the way. I really enjoy the card stock. But a lot of the art that you're seeing in some of the games that are or some of the cards that are being printed in Magic are literally 1-for-1 copies. I think I have one up here that I think I can showcase real close that a lot of people hated, and I laughed because it's like that is literally 1-for-1 for the card itself. I'm trying to find it, guys. I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry. It's coming. It's gonna
be the last one.
It always is. It always is.
That's just like every time I play a game of One Piece.
Right.
The last
card I needed was always at the bottom. Where is it? It really is going to be like the last card, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. It's right up there. There's 2 or 3 of them like this. Here. So the first one I'm going to show is something like that. So there's cards that like this that have the white background in it. And people are like, "Oh, I hate these arts," and it's like the art was literally stolen directly from the TCG. Like they've got the artists that already did the work for it, so they just resold the art to Magic the Gathering, and they reprinted it. But there was a card right here that just like everyone's like, "Oh, that looks so gross. I hate it." This actually looks like more like a Magic the Gathering card, to be honest with you. If you've seen some of the new Commander sets come out, but this is what I'm talking about. There was 1-for-1. The art is in the game, and then for the TCG, when they put it into Magic the Gathering, this was the same art. And everyone's like, "Oh, that doesn't look like Magic." It's like, it's not. It's Final Fantasy. That was the point. The Final Fantasy collab.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got great nights. We got a midnight release. You guys are going to be going live in the studio during that time. We're going to be opening up some boxes. We'll see if anybody wants to play some on Melee, mind you. So if anybody has any questions, it is on Melee if we host a tournament, because we're not actually able to use the companion app until the afternoon of Friday for this tournament in general. So we have limitations based on app usage and Wizards of the Coast. So if you're concerned, no, we can use Melee to host events, and it will be on, of course, the Friday that we're allowed to sell the product. But we'll be having every single day 4 events for the sealed event. It's going to be the first one on Friday. We're immediately following it. We're going to have the first ever draft, and these midnight drafts are super fun, guys. I hope to see you guys there. We also have the noon seal release on Saturday, 4 p.m. We have a sealed pre-release, and on Sunday we have a 1 p.m. sealed pre-release. So multiple chances for you to get these amazing cards, some amazing stamps, some amazing new cards for the Final Fantasy, and all of them are going to be standard legal. That means they're legal in every format from Magic the Gathering. They're the outside of like rarity locks for certain formats. Every single one of these cards is 100% legal in every single format. That isn't specifically block formats that say that you can't have anything new in it, or anything that says that you can't have a rare in a popper, right? So I always have to be specific, because I'm like, well, what about this format? Because there's probably 100 different formats Magic the Gathering, but everything that most people play on regular events, all these cards will be legal in those formats. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on some of these things. I think that we're going to be live in the studio giving away packs. I will be going live during the day coming up this week to give away some of these packs and playing Final Fantasy for fun, because I took the week off to get things figured out for the stream.
All right.
Going and doing some upgrades. Got to get some things cleaned up, get the water cooler changed out, get all the nice little camera thing that needs to get fixed, because we can't do box openings right now.
So if we miss this Final Fantasy set, is there going to be 16 more of them released?
I don't think so. Magic had to pay quite a pretty penny for this IP. But I wouldn't be too surprised, based on how successful this is, if they don't have in like 5 years like a rerun of some of the greatest. Like, did you know? Were you vaguely paying attention during the Lord of the Rings release?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that thing was huge, right?
Yep.
And arguably one of the best universes beyond. Which actually, I blame Lord of the Rings.
It was okay. I mean,
yeah, it was pretty big. It was pretty big. But the Lord of the Rings did so well that I think that's the reason why we're Fortnite the game right now. Some people say.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Because we have every IP in it now. It's like every single new release is Marvel or Lord of the Rings or like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Like we've essentially become the Fortnite of TCGs when it comes to these IPs. And I think that's mostly due to how successful Lord of the Rings was. And this one being the next big hit, I think, in the line of these IPs for releases, that it might just incentivize them to do it again. We might see it, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, because right now they're buying up other IPs like crazy. We got Spider-Man to go into later. They've got
which one?
Hmm?
The Spider-Verse?
Spider-Verse, yeah.
Oh man.
There's going to be a lot of Spider-Man stuff in there. It's like, it basically say the Spider-Verse because it's like so many different things from the Spider-Man universe. Originally, people were like, "Oh, it's going to be a secret lair." It is a secret lair. It's also a set. It's also a set that's supposed to be standard legal. And we're going to have, I think, The Last Airbender. It's going to be another one that's going to be getting...
So, for Spider-Man, I'm hoping Uncle Ben's the commander, but... Too soon?
He will teach you... Too soon. Yeah. But if anything, he's going to be the great responsibility card.
Oh, yeah.
And it's your responsibility.
It's an instant.
Yeah. It's better show some responsibility, my man. But yeah, we have some great events coming up this week. I hope you guys tune in for this, excuse me. tune out for this. Turn out for this. Tune in to this over here. It looks like we're kicking up some Cardfight Vanguard TCG on Tuesdays, which I think is pretty cool. We've been getting ourselves into more and more TCGs. There isn't one I'm super excited to show you guys that we're going to be doing. It has to do with comic books. It's a indie-owned TCG that has a comic book in tandem with the card game, and you play with the cards that are with the comic book release. So they're going to do a very immersive TCG. Lifelink, you're gonna have to help me with the name of this game. Refresh the parade. Okay, to get the dates correct. Let's go. Thank you very much. Let's see. Was this the one you was talking about? 6, 7, 8? I feel like these were good. Or are you talking about down here? This looks like a change.
Yeah. Cardfight Vanguard just updated. Yep.
Tuesday, June 3rd. Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much, Lifelink. But Lifelink, you got to tell me the name of this game. We're really looking forward to showcasing it. It's got a very low risk investment, but it looks like it's a really fun game. It's going to be delving into the lore of the comic book. Yeah, I got behind on refreshing the dates. Oh, no worries. Bro, have you seen my commercials? I was getting roasted. Alpha Clash. All right, thank you. Yes.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, Alpha Clash. We're going to be checking it out and showcasing some stuff to let you guys know we're going to be hosting some Alpha Clash here soon. And I'm going to use this time, since I know that Lifelink's watching right now, to tell him that we should have Beyblade tournaments. And I want all of you to harass him for Beyblade, because I don't know if you noticed, Beyblade actually has a competitive circuit.
So I'm gonna bring in a 4-inch grinder, and I'm just gonna hold down on the trigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Grinder wheels.
That feels like a very fair thing to do.
I think so. I mean,
but yeah, Beyblade actually has a competitive circuit, and it looks really fun. And honestly, as a creator, I looked at some of that and I was like, "Yo, I gotta create some content for this." It looks super fun. Lifelink, the game is super cool. Pulls mechanics from like 5 different games. Very fun games, like the comic book that comes out with every set, lore, and backstory. Which, personally, as a guy who really enjoys these TCGs, I am a proponent of the lore and the backstory of it. Why do I like One Piece so much? Personally, I've been reading the manga. I've been watching the anime. I've been watching YouTubers talk about both nonstop.
I can't read, but I enjoy watching it. So.
Okay. Not being able to read, has that ever hindered your ability to play?
Sometimes. I mean, I usually just say, this artwork's cool, and play that. That's why I try to bling out all my decks. But
that makes sense. Yeah, you gotta get the best deck.
Yeah.
The better the art, the better the deck plays, right?
Right. That's what my thought was, at least. But.
Absolutely. It's been working out for you, and you've been in a decent place within the series. So I'm proud of you.
A couple of times.
Yeah, got some good moments on camera. Appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm a huge proponent of good storytelling and and if you can get involved with storytelling with the game, all the better. And since this has its own comic book, I'm really looking forward to it. We'll showcase it with you guys, do some stuff, and see if you guys like it. If it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, it's a low investment, but we'll see. I mean, I definitely want to have a card game for everybody. I think everybody deserves to have their scene, because we've got a tiny Cardfight Vanguard scene, but we've finally been able to create a space for them to play and get some competitive games in, which is huge for us.
I think Union Arena does a really good job with that, though. Like, I forgot to mention that as one of the TCGs I play. I play the Hashira deck from that because I really like Demon Slayer. But, there's so many different decks that you can build from that. It's crazy. Like, it's something for everybody. Yeah,
and it allows you to play with just the one that you want. That's another reason why I love Union Arena.
Yeah,
like you can play with, hey, I just like Bleach. Cool, collect the Bleach cards. It's not going to be hard. It's not a huge investment, and you can have your entire deck completely altered and have like the best collection of it. And then you guys can play with just that. Little Pancake, sorry I was tuned out because Jimmy told me to. What is the next Onion Arena set? So the next Onion Arena set is going to be, what is it? It's the next Hunter x Hunter Volume 2 along with, it's a Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, I think it's, or is it, we just got Sword Art Online. We just got Black Clover. Black Clover released with Bleach. I believe the next one's gonna be Volume 2 simultaneous release with good question, great question. It's hard to keep up with these things. Arena release schedule. like coming out to the end of the year here. Let's go. Oh, come on. I know the site has like a better schedule. That roadmap is coming out.
Solo leveling.
That's coming soon.
I might actually get into that then.
That's huge. We were talking about it last stream.
That's a really good anime. I like it a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna coming out in droves for this because I personally couldn't believe they got a Korean manhwa to be in as part of the titles because it's a Japanese manga, obviously, but they really get the rights.
Well, actually, I just saw something that said like it won Anime of the Year or something.
Yes, it did.
And then a lot of people were really upset because they thought Frieren definitely deserved it.
Talking about it. I mean, yeah, we definitely were talking about it, but yeah, it did. It did win. And mostly from the judges because it was like 70% was the judge weighted favor. So I think honestly, I really wish I could have got to the point where it's like I really don't care what the judges say is the best anime.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know why people put so much credibility into these things. How long do we have to be subjecting ourselves to these award ceremonies where you know that the ones that win were paid off? Like it's meaningless unless it's 100% voted on and they have a way to make sure that you can't screw up the vote. What does it matter? I don't care what a bunch of judges said. I'm still gonna say that Dan was probably the best animation I've seen all year long. I'm still gonna say that Bleach had some of the best storyline.
I still haven't watched it, so it's okay.
The music for Dan was great. I'm still gonna say if I wanted to build up like the best love story, I think like if we were talking about good love stories, Frieren is a great love story. I do find it ironic that people say that Frieren is better because because the person Jinwoo is overpowered. Guys, Frieren, I don't know if you know this, is the most powerful person in the universe. She's absolutely busted and broken from the get-go. Absolutely busted. But what's neat about her is she's growing even though she is the most busted, awesome sorcerer in the world. She's growing because she's now realizing the things that she gave up because she didn't take things precious enough. There's a great storyline there. It's beautiful. And I definitely recommend you guys get into Frieren. But please don't tell me that you don't like Solo Leveling because he's a busted character when Frieren is the most busted character created in anime. She literally knows all the spells. She knows them all. Captain Earl says, JK Vega is bad, just can annihilate those experience against it. Wait. Oh, no, I missed something here. Vegapunk here. Sorry. My chat's being covered up here. Sorry. I tuned in age. It's the
in this meta, well, I never.
Oh, it's not even going to be on camera either. Oh, he's talking about the Vegapunk over here. Nope, this hasn't been updated. I didn't want to get spoilers. This right here, it's not going to be updated, guys. This isn't. Vegapunk was a lot. You guys could tune in. It was an hour-long coverage.
Oh my goodness.
Of not One Piece.
Yeah. Lazy
UI.
Classic Jimmy. Yep.
Hey, by the way, I actually updated the ads. Thank you, Captain Literal. I updated the ads. Thank you for calling me out on that. I actually had to go to Daddy Lifelink today and apologize to him because I hadn't updated them and I was getting called out for outdated ads. So I actually had to go out with them. I was like, Daddy, I'm sorry. They've been bad. And he's like, okay, I got it fixed.
Just barely smacked your hand. It was all good.
But would you have done it if I didn't call you? Honestly, no. No, I wouldn't have because it was out of sight, out of mind. When I go into ad break, I don't even see the streaming window. I'm looking at this window you guys are looking at now, and I'm making changes to it and making modifications and then getting the new movie up or the new video up and then getting the deck list posted up. So I spend most of my time in this view that you guys are looking at now just trying to make sure it's good to go before the next stream. So yeah, 100% Little Podcake's right. I would not have, if you hadn't said, bro, Eighth Adrift is like 3 months old. I will say, in my defense, Magic the Gathering has been coming out with sets like every other week. So trying to keep up with it and being like a little bit out.
PC is probably still on the floor.
This PC is probably still on the floor. It is still on the floor. Yep. We're working on it. This week might be off the floor. I got my week off. But we got to get back to that question. What is the next October, September, August, July? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. All right. We finally got the answer to the question. What is the next Union Arena set? Full Metal. You excited for that one?
And then Attack on Titan after that?
You got Attack on Titan?
I've never seen Full Metal Alchemist, but a lot of people keep referring me to that.
You really haven't?
I really haven't.
Oh, boy. Can you please tell me when you start?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll start on a break.
But okay, let me know when you start. There's an episode I want to ask you about.
All right.
All right? I want to know what... I think all of you at home know what I'm talking about. But I'm kind of curious on your take on it.
All right.
Had to specify Brotherhood. Well, of course I'm going to specify Brotherhood. It was the better ending. It was the better of the two. You have to watch the Brotherhood, guys.
Kind of like Attack on Titan, the worst ending to a show ever.
Yeah. It did raise a lot of debates. I think...
There's no debate. It's terrible. It's terrible. I love the series. Love the series until the end. There's just absolute hot
Output
garbage.
is out. I need to do something real quick because I want to showcase something real quick. Because you brought me up to something that's been really neat that I've been watching recently on TikTok that I want to get you guys tuned into. It's absolutely genius. Where is this? Okay. I need you to drive real quick while I search for this thing on TikTok. And I want you guys to see this thing. It is some of the best debates between anime characters. If you're going to use AI, this is what AI should be used for. This is some brilliant use of AI for some brilliant debates. I want to show you guys what this is real quick. But Captain Mo says, there's a super cute episode that follows how a girl and her pet dog, bond together and help out her dad. Yes! Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Captain Earl. Dude, you have to check it out. It has a very profound effect on the protagonist and is definitely worth discussing. To the letter. But I can't talk about it until you watch it. So you have to watch the episode with the girl and the dog. Okay.
All right. Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
He's super excited. Super excited. But
excited, sure.
Give me your thoughts on Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a really, really good story. I mean, had you go in at the beginning, it's like, oh, this is really cool, something that I hadn't really seen much of before. But then it just turned into like, you get really excited trying to watch him like kill all these Titans and everything, and then you find out that he's just kind of killing his own people the whole time, and then he's gonna overthrow like this corrupt nation, and then you're really rooting for him, and it's like, oh man. Well, kind of done with this show. Don't ever want to watch it again.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it that bad for you?
I never finished the anime. Same. I did not either. Because I read the manga and I was just so mad. I was so mad.
Alright. I want to find the best one. I found him. I almost have it up here for you.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's so good.
No, that one does look pretty good.
That one's probably my favorite.
Well, we should watch that one.
Okay. But no, it's because we're talking about it. Okay, so Chase Death. Okay, who's the other guy? Come on. This is Yep, here we go. All right.
Who is that?
This is what is it? He's the guy from Vinland Saga. And this is AI using kind of like stills of two known IPs, and these two characters talk about the justification for what they did.
I agree with Little Pound Cake. I mean, definitely made me feel funny too. Definitely.
No, but guys, I got it. I don't know if this is the guy that creates them. I'll check him out in just a minute. But I really wanted you guys to see this stuff. I got to turn on, of course, the audio. I want you guys to hear this thing. I've been loving these things. Say what you will about AI. I love this. Is a great preface for creating debates on the philosophical justice for each one. And the way that this one does it, it talks through the mind of each of the characters and how that they perceive the world. And it doesn't come to a conclusion. It doesn't tell you that Eren versus Thorfinn. It doesn't tell you which one's right. It doesn't tell you which one's wrong. It allows you to think about it on your own, and then they justify their arguments through the perspective that they think. One Piece starts in just about 23 minutes here at Pancake. So that's when we're going to get into the deck list. But this is the news and some stuff we want to talk about. It's Social Hour.
For half my life and found nothing but emptiness.
I chased freedom and found out it doesn't exist.
So you destroyed the world to feel free?
No, I destroyed it. so no one else would have to live like we did.
And how many children had to die for that dream?
As many as it took. The world chose this. I just answered.
There's no justice in revenge, only more graves.
There's no justice in submission either. You'd rather kneel than fight back.
No, I'd rather break the cycle than become another link in the chain.
Then, I guess, we were never free. Just born on opposite sides of the same cage.
I chased death.
I think. Do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I think him saying that, you know, him breaking the cycle, choosing to break the cycle, I think that's exactly what Aaron did, was rather than, you know, continue to, like, just let things go, he broke the entire cycle. He broke everything.
Do you really think he did, though? He annihilated everybody with those powers, but the powers still exist. This anime has ended years ago, guys, so don't get me on spoilers. But he completely annihilated nearly the entire human race.
Right.
To try and do away with the Titans altogether because they were being used for weapons of war. But do you feel like that's actually going to take away humanity's desire for war? Desire for land, anything?
Well, so instead of it being all of his, I guess in the end, the only good, like, part to the ending is, like, maybe instead of it just being his people that were made the evil, like, people, like, that were just constantly being prosecuted, I think it just made him, like, the main bad guy, so.
Philosophy. I like that, yeah. If I'm going to do the anime channel the way I want to, it's going to be a lot about this, honestly. I like debating on the philosophies of the, like, what was their motivation to what they did, and whether it was kind of just or not. Like, sometimes the bad guy has a point, and I'd love to talk about that. And I think, honestly, Aaron, even though he was the hero for majority of it, he was clearly the bad guy in the end there, in my opinion. Like,
I mean, but a justified bad guy.
It's true.
Justified.
Is it justified? Because you're justifying violence. Is violence justified? Would you steal bread to steal your waifu? No, I wouldn't. Like, or is that? Oh, I don't know. That's a reference. Would you steal a bike? Would you steal a car? Then why do you steal shows? But no, I think that especially in today's day and age, there's enough programs out there for people to succeed. Especially out today's day and age, there's a lot of programs to help people out there. And I don't think you should resort to stealing. I think that you're being disingenuous that there's no opportunities out there, because there are. There's a lot of people out there trying to help you out. There's a lot of programs I've worked with that they're trying desperately to pull people in. And sometimes when they get directed to it, the people just don't want to. And I think that to just throw your hands up, give up, and say that life isn't worth living is like, I disagree. I think that there are opportunities out there, especially privileged as we are in the West, to have what we have. There are opportunities for everybody. It's the mole. Good to see you.
Well.
Yeah, so I'm against the stealing just for the sake of stealing. I think that there's different arguments you can make about, like, what I mean, the reference that he kind of like made reference to a little bit to it, where it's like that to me has a different argument. Where if people are pirating and going on a pirate show to get their entertainment, it's because you've made the product too expensive. So yeah, that guy. Are we talking about that guy at Samuel? Oh no, he's talking about you. That guy. Is that gonna be your new name? Is that one?
Yeah, that guy. We'll just
that guy. But yeah, we have some great content coming from Union Arena and Attack on Titan. And if you guys haven't seen those debates, I highly recommend you check those guys out.
I believe
it's really good.
It's Samuel said that he was interested in Full Metal Alchemist. I believe.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Which I'm usually not, but.
Yeah. And he hasn't watched the show, It's the Mole, so we're trying to get him to watch that awesome, the most adorable, and it brought me to tears how beautiful it was, the love between that girl and the dog.
I would download a course of it.
Love that. But yeah, let's get into the rest of the events here, because we have a couple minutes before we get into the gameplay. Here, Midnight Stop. August can come sooner. August? Oh, I know, for that set coming out here. Can't wait. All Might in the chat. Well, good to see you. All Might's really looking forward to it as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. We got some great sets coming. And congratulations, All Might, on a couple of those wins. And All Might was able to able to get the signature Asta from the new Black Clover, which I was super after.
Nice.
I hope to save up some funds on the side so I can afford to buy that from him. Jay Wizzle in the chat. That means we need a Jay Wizzle tax pack.
That is correct.
Oh, man. All right. Here's a Jay Wizzle tax box. Pulling out. Jay Wizzle, you entered. We got to get that tax pack going.
It's going to be this one here.
All right. Remember, that box is an unknown. It's a mystery. It's always random packs. I don't know if there's any hits left. I don't know what's going on with that set, because those packs are being thrown around like crazy during Bondi Card Fest. So it's a tax pack box that I have just for him. Lip Punky says, "Way, hope you feel good about yourself now." It's forcing me to have to get new packs out. All Might says, "It's saved away for you when the time comes." Thank you so much, All Might. Appreciate it. And Captain Little, thank you for those exclamation point joins. Appreciate it.
Well, that's an exclamation point. Oin and then join.
Well, the
saying.
oin's important, because you can't join if you don't know.
It's like loin.
Yeah. You can't. All right, let's see what else we've got prepared on the website here. Of course, the Standard Showdown is going to be this Saturday. We're almost out of this. We're about to get new promos here. So if you guys want to get the Thanksgiving Veil, come on out before it stops. We got Commander Night this Thursday. That's going to be preluding into this huge pre-release. Obviously, the new set for Star Wars is dropped, so there's some great Star Wars stuff. We had a great weekend with Star Wars community. Appreciate it all coming out. League matches coming up pretty heavy in the Pokemon series, so get ready. The Fridays, as soon as this weekend's over, we're going back into some Pokemon play. So if you want some free Pokemon packs, tune in on Fridays. Jimmy, when are you going to give us a proper channel point rewards? This week, I am going to resolve this issue.
Making a note here.
Yes, thank you. On my awesome sticky pad. Okay, Captain, thank you. Points, rewards, program. Yes. I took the week off from work. I am not working, so I can get everything fixed up here in the chat, and so I can fix up. Also, I'm glad you brought this up, Captain Little, because I want to work out some time this week where you and I can chat. What am I meant to spend my thousands of points on? Coming soon. And actually, Captain, you talked about wanting to meet up and have like a collab. I'm free this week right now during the day, so if you can give me a day that you want to meet up, hit me up in the DMs. We'll talk, and we'll see if we can set up some time between you and there was the other creator. I can't remember his name, but we were going to talk together, and I want to do some collaboration on some things to get better with. There's a lot of them, isn't there? What points? Yeah, I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. Good. Okay, so talk tonight after the stream, and let's get time scheduled between the next 2 days. You and I will definitely sit down. I definitely want to have some chat. We can even go live if you want to, but we can talk about the content upgrades and stuff I want to do.
Well, actually, we're sitting down right now, so.
Oh, we could, but this is the One Piece night. I don't want to take too many people away from it.
Yeah, we're just sitting though.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah, okay. We could definitely sit down and talk about it. All right, let's see. Yeah, and book club's coming up this Wednesday, so that is what we have right now on the calendar. Cool. We have a couple minutes here before we go to break and get ready for our round one. Anything you want to talk to us about on the recent release? Are you excited for the new Star decks?
I would have been. I mean, Shanks. That's kind of my main deck, other than Isho, but that's on the back burner right now.
No, there's no Isho.
Yeah. No, Isho. It's meta. No, but the Shanks deck, I feel like it's really just meant for the Uda support.
Yeah.
But
we got Vera the chat and disc on YouTube here. Vera saying, "Let's go," and Dat Dude, good to see you. Hey dudes, hope you're both having a good day. We are. Thank you, Dat Dude. Appreciate you. Just passing through, about to eat my raviolis. All right, enjoy. I haven't had ravioli in a long time.
I need more
Helmeppos. Is Helmeppo in the?
It's in 11.
In 11. Okay.
I believe I have one. Yeah, I can get that to you if you're gonna be there Tuesday.
What color?
It's black.
All right, I think that's towards.
I think it's a 6 cost.
We're in purple. 6 cost Helmeppo.
Yep, right there.
There we go. Oh yeah, I've seen him. He's pretty crazy. Are you building the deck?
No.
The sword deck? No.
Nope.
Kobe?
I'm not.
Great card. Is this the only one you're missing, All Might? Captain Little says, "I go to release event tomorrow for OP11. Fingers crossed for Kobe." Yeah, seriously, fingers crossed. I got most of Kobe put together. Really looking forward to it. This is the deck that I'm currently building towards. It's not going to be my final version, but this is the base model to which I'm building towards.
I have a bunch of those Hinas. I mean, a pile.
Okay, I'm probably going to need those from you because I don't think I have too many. I got a lot of these cards. I'm missing 2 Helmeppo from this. I've got these. Let's see, 4. I'm missing 2 Peacock. I got all the Gusses. What set is this one from?
That's the new one.
That's a new one?
Yep.
All right. OP11. Oh, it's rare. I don't know if I have any of these. I don't think I pulled any of these.
I may have 1 or 2.
Okay.
I'll check this afternoon.
Tazzy, welcome to Detroit. No Honesty Impact, no doll. That's what I'm thinking too. This is not going to be my final version of it. This is a version, of course, I'm using as a skeleton. A lot of times that when I start looking at new decks, I like to see what's won and then try to see why it won, and then take the pieces that I think that seem to synchronize well, and then make my own version from it. Here, Turn the Tide. Welcome back to the chat. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is what I'm building upon right now. I'll put this one in the chat because I didn't release this on anywhere. But this is where I'm starting from. This will not be the final release before me and Porter go head to head with our deck list, because did you know about the challenge between me and Porter?
I did not.
So we're gonna play best of 7. He's gonna play Garp. I'm gonna play Kobe, and it's gonna be a Kobe, me on Kobe versus him, and then the winner gets to get the other person's alt art from here. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a great crazy game. We're gonna have some amazing matchups. Feeble Rat, good to see you in the chat. Thank you. Captain Little says Doll is great. You can drop her, weaken a target, swing into it. Honestly, impact to get rid of most big bodies. Yeah, I agree with you.
Can we pull up Doll real quick?
Sure, absolutely. That's why I even have this here, is because I've been talking to people a while about wanting to play this deck. But it's a blocker. 4 cost on play. You may trash a card from your hand. If your leader type is Navy, which it is, type it, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 6,000 power. I mean, it just makes everything easy to attack into, and it's just a nice little 1,000k. Homie, hello, Pi and Mark, welcome.
What's going on?
Welcome, homie. Good to see you. Captain says also you don't have to honestly impact in your Kobe deck. You weren't a Kobe fan to me, honestly. He's right. I'm not gonna argue with that. That Honesty Impact is a great card. I've got 3 of them right now for the deck.
I know I used that for the pre-release event.
Oh, it was insane in pre-release. Cool. This card was just absolutely, like, if you could get your hands on it, it was a great removal. 6 costs, give up to your opponent's minus 4,000 power, then KO up to one of your opponent's characters 6,000 power or less. I mean, this basically says anything 10k or less, it can KO on itself. Or
I think that Katakuri, though, that was the MVP of that event.
Right? But there's so many different things that this gets rid of, and I think it like, more importantly, I think it helps with the matchups with the green Kidlocks. So you have a way that you can reduce it, so you can keep attacking into it, and then KO. Yeah. You could use this to like KO one of the protector cards.
Yep.
And then reduce it by 4,000, so now everything can swing into it, and you don't have to invest a lot of Dawn into it. And you can threaten that. The Kidlock that people like to get into. Also extremely important with the new builds, because there's gonna be a lot of big characters coming out with blue purple. You're gonna want to have some answers for some of them, especially if you haven't been able to keep up. If you haven't put the pressure on them, I can't wait till when we showcase to you guys what exactly blue purple does. Go ahead. What you got?
Just was looking. Kata was definitely a problem. Mm-hmm. That is very true. And Kata ended the Big Mom. If you were one of the lucky few that did get that was kind of insane.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Katakuri Lock was huge. I think we saw it.
Ridiculous.
Saw it one game that I played. One of my opponents had Katakuri, and I was like, that card's insane. And then, of course, I was in the loser's bracket for the rest of the day, so I didn't see it anymore. The Captain Lil says, or weaken a target, kill another, and swing into the weakened target. Yes, Captain, that's exactly what I'm talking about. There's so many different options. Like, you can kill a 10,000 power, you can make something easier to swing into. Kato was definitely the problem, yes. And then Homie says, you and me both, brother. Yeah. Captain Lil says, also removes Jack, who is historically rough to remove. Yes, it can. Absolutely can remove Jack. Turn the Tide says, you still have the curse you bestowed upon in me from the last pre-release by handing me 3 leader packs. What? I did it again? Little Pound Cake did it. Oh, Little Pound Cake did that. Stop cursing people, Little Pound Cake. That's evil.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
But yeah, my deck will include both. Honestly, they will include both. This is just the build that I'm currently looking at to build around is my building block here. I know that this guy's good. I just don't like playing with him, to be honest with you. I really despise this guy. Aramaki by far is like one of the ones I like, not as much as Sakazuki, but Aramaki by far is like one of the ones I just like. They did such a good job. I hate him so incredibly much.
I haven't even seen him in the series yet.
Yeah. It's once you get introduced, you'll understand. They did such a great job of making this guy villain. Little Pancake says I got 4 liter packs and the Dawn packs for pre-release. My only SR was a Beiji. Oh, Beiji is hot demand for those kid and Trafalgar Law players. It Small says, wait, are you saying he affected your luck? It's those buggy vibes.
Supposedly, it's been a thing of Little Pound Cake sitting next to Itsumo and always taking his luck and pulling something nice from his packs.
Okay. Now he's trying to show it shade at me and Daddy Lifelink. First off, here's the deal. We don't shuffle anything. We pick up the first 6, the next 6. Next 6, next 4, 2 over. Next 6, next 6. There's no shuffling. We just pick them up in the same order every single time. Because the packs are random. We don't shuffle them. We don't go into it.
I'd like to say, I think Little Pound Cake's been onto something because I sat next to Itsumo for the pre-release and I pulled the Alt Art Katakuri.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you end up winning that one?
No, I did not.
No, of course we don't
close.
shuffle it. Why would we shuffle the boxes? That doesn't make any sense. Not every single pack. Like, we've opened up enough boxes to know that the alts are at different parts of the box. We've opened up in here multiple times. We don't shuffle. We just 6, 6, 6, 2, 4, bring 2 over. Like, we even mix them. Thank you for the fixed here. No, we don't. Why would we shuffle them? That's just, like, it is what it is. Oh, this is his Kobe deck. All right. Ooh, I'm liking this. It's playing with Ain, too. Okay.
Is that Divine Departure?
Is it? Yeah, it is. He's got one of them in here. Oh, why? Let me... Okay, there it goes. Let me zoom in. Yeah. Interesting. Yep. All right. Well, now I'm going to be working with this one. Because this is playing a lot of cards I want to play. But he's got Doll in it.
That Borsalino is pretty good.
Oh, it's super good.
The 3 cost, yep.
It has a blocker too. I was using this to great victory. I thought this was a must-have in this deck when I first started playing with the cards. There's a lot to look at to see which way you want to do this. Hibari was in the last one, right? Did we see Hibari? Oh, this one's
that one just came out. Yep.
I was thinking of the other list, so. Captain Nerdle says, last pre-release I went to was OP10. Person to my left got the Alt Divine Departure person. Nice. To my right, Alt Kuzan. Jeez. Person across me got the Magala. Ow, dude. I would just be like, okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Next event, let's go sit next to Captain Literal.
I'd be like, well, I'm not coming back to this store. Ouch. That hurts. All right, so Turn the Tide had a message here we missed here. It says, at least Lifelink had pricing for second and third prize, and we got effed up yesterday and didn't get any pricing for second. You didn't? From where?
That's wild.
Well, we don't need to badmouth stores, but yeah, that's kind of bad. No, we had pricing for everybody. Yeah, and Turn the Tide, I don't blame you. Like, if you're not... We try to do as best we can to get as much prize support to as many people as possible. The whole pre-release, I think, is open to 3 SRs, but I got 2 winner Mihawks. Yeah. The donation from Wolf, one of our winners. Yeah. It was Wolf and who was it else? There was 2 winners. Oh, it was Patty. Patty ended up winning it. So during the pre-release, we had Patty and Wolf for our 2 winners in that tournament, and they helped him out.
That's right. Yeah.
So awesome. Sauce Mama, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. All right, guys, it's looking like. Is there anything else you want to say before we go into it? No donation. I earned. Oh, because you had to leave. He earned it because he had to leave because he gave him the figure victory. Okay. I stand corrected. Little Pound Cake, you'll see my eyes to yours. I'd forgot about that part where he had to leave because there was a family emergency he took care of, but he actually had to concede the match to Wolf, so Wolf gave him the prize as he had earned it in that matchup. I do apologize. You are right to question that because it wasn't just like, oh, you just get it. Because he was, even after having to leave for the emergency, he was still in our top 5. I can't remember what place. I think you were 4th or 3rd. It was.
I think he came in 3rd.
Was it? Because you were still in
At the end
our even after having to concede the last match because of the family emergency, he still ended up getting a high place.
Yeah.
So he definitely earned it, guys. I do apologize. Do apologize. Homie, good to see you. Yeah. He put in some work in that one. That was a good job. 5 life leader, like just everyone. I think honestly, like
That
a lot of kudos to the people.
That
who
Nami leader was actually doing pretty decent.
Really? Did you play against someone who just used that?
I did.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And it was really just a thing of trying to limit them to keep them from hitting you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them to keep drawing because that's...
Oh, yeah. Game's over.
Yeah.
When they get more card advantage than you, yeah. That was something I was expecting. We got to open up the altar Nami on stream. The Porter ended up pulling it. And I was expecting him to play with it, and he said he didn't want to. So I was hoping maybe we could see some with that. Little Pocket says, I then attended 2 other pre-releases and won one and got second the other. Jeez. This sets your set, Little Pound Cake. You figured this thing out. Well done. All right. Is there anything else you want to do before we take a quick break? I still need White-Black SP. Whitebeard White SP?
Whitebeard SP.
Do you have Whitebeard SP?
I do. I pulled it at the last pre-release event. Yep.
Okay. You're just willing to let that go for Turn the Tide?
I might.
All right.
I am trying to build Odin.
Yeah?
Trying to build Odin.
Okay.
Yep, red-green.
I like it. I'd like to see that back in the meta. I don't know if it ever made it into the meta.
The EV02 Yamato. It plays really well into it.
That's true. I knew it would help out. A lot of those EBs and sets really do help out some older decks.
Yeah.
All right, Little Punky says, yeah, but 3-0 at all. Before having to leave, I would have farmed Chain Low. Just joking. He's a good dude. But yeah, this week I have Final Fantasy MTG meetings and 1 OP11. Dude, and we got the deck boxes released, guys. If you guys haven't prepared for it, we have the deck box pre-release like structure deck things to get ready for. So we got a really fun event coming up this Saturday for the new starter decks. Tune in, guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Can't wait to showcase it. And we got some massive points coming out your way, guys. We have right now recorded. We have 4 games to record for you. This is kind of why we've been filibustering, kind of having some fun talking to you guys. But we have 2 rounds. And then 2 more rounds of fun matches. We lost a recording due to some mishap in the studio, so we only have the second and third rounds of the Saturday's event, and we have 2 practice matches with Marcus on there. So we have 4 games to showcase today. We're going to get into all 4 of those games right after this quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. With me,
Mark.
and we're ready for the first bit of fun matches. These aren't going to be league championships. These are just some great extra content that I get to steal from some of my fellow players out there. So when the matches like today go super short and don't really lead for much content coverage, I get these extra fun matches. We get some of the other people that didn't get their chance to get on camera.
Right.
I want to showcase some of their decks, and we're going to check out some really cool new deck lists today. One of them, an old favorite right now, the one that Greg has been basically been building and trying to correct since day one. The man has won not just one, two manga tournaments with this leader, and his dedication to trying to improve this as every single new set comes out. So we're going to take a new look at what his evolution of his deck looks like, and we're going to be trying to try to take a look at somebody's testing out Boa, Blue Boa. Which seems to be like just a fun alternative. I think it's one of those things where obviously Dofi's more consistent because the decks play very similar. But if you're a Boa fan, it has its own uniqueness to it and has its unique spot within the meta. And we're going to check out what this Boa looks like. And by the way, Boa was putting up tops in the OP11 meta from what we were seeing. Was it OP11 or OP10? It was OP10, excuse me. I know that everyone's going to correct me now. I'm going to get loaded with it.
Was it EBO2? The Boa? I heard
the list
Boa did pretty good for EBO2 tournaments.
It had I think it had a couple. I pulled this one from the series of the OP10 where it had some tops in here.
Okay. And
And this is one of the lists that Marcus had taken from one of those things to see what it was doing and whether it was still viable.
Right.
So this right now was just Marcus trying out to see if Boa could still kind of like head to head with this one. And it is a sneaky good deck. We're going to see if it can win against these deck lists. But first, let's check out the deck list, shall we? All right, starting off, we have Greg's evolution of his red-purple Luffy deck. So, what is the new cards that we're seeing in here? Right now, Nico Robin seems to scream out to me. Obviously, you got a new blocker here. I think this is the one that came out in EB. Yep, 02, the blocker, Don -1. Look at the top 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Straw Hat type crew and add it to your hand, then place the rest in any order. If you look at this deck, that's pretty much everything. So on KO, if you do KO this blocker, or if he uses the blocker ability, he's going to be able to find anything in his deck. This is never going to whiff. Right. Every event's Straw Hat crew, every character's Straw Hat crew. This one don't miss. Nami, another searcher, don't miss. So another updated card here. We're seeing this Nico Robin here. Just a basic blocker for 2 cost. That's really it. Nice little 1 cost, and he gets to play with Nico Robin. So that's always a plus, right? You got Sanji of course, from 10. Usohachi, this one's been played for a long time. It's just been a great 2K. Ronor Zoro, the Ramper. This one's been in and out of the deck like several times in here. Basically, in the early plays, this is one of the best cards you can play in the early games. Braindead Porter, good to see you. We have, of course, the starter deck Luffy, the new starter deck 21 Luffy in here. This one seems to be seeing a lot of play in anything that plays red nowadays. 5 cost, 6,000. Winning swings, just get the rest of Dawn to any character or leader.
I think that's probably one of the best cards that I've seen come from any starter deck like that. But
yeah?
Yeah. I definitely was thinking about taking out a lot of dragons from the Shanks deck to put those in, and then I ended up running both of them in it. But
yeah. Well, I mean, Dragon's also a really good card.
Very good, very
I don't think... Yeah, this one doesn't play the Dragon because it's not searchable.
But the Usohachi, there's also the other one that's when attacking. So there's the on play.
Yeah, this one might right here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
There's the on play for that one, so you get the on play effect. It's immediate. But then the one attacking it, you can use it multiple times if you put the Dawn on it. But
yeah, which doesn't make it too bad.
Yeah.
Brandon Porter, what are we watching? We're looking at the newest deck list from Greg and Marcus for the fun matches before we get into the actual championship. So the championship will be following these next 2 matches. We've got those coming up here.
Right.
All we got covered looks like rounds 2 and 3. So we'll be covering those the rounds after this. But right now, these are just fun matches. They're showcasing the evolution of some people's favorite decks. And we're looking at Greg's current reiteration of his red-purple Luffy deck here.
I think that 3 Rad Beams and 4 Gungam Giants, it's brutal. But...
Yeah. Well, I mean, he can defend out of anything because his leader's 6,000 power. So, and that's a base 6,000 power. He doesn't have to use leader ability to get 6,000 power. No, it's just a base 6,000 power. We got the secret rare Monkey D. Luffy Rushers at 9 cost. I love that. And of course, everyone's favorite and the most expensive manga outside of Goldie Roger, because everyone's going to correct me. I don't see the Goldie Roger as a manga, but it is.
Is the one from EVO 2? Is that one more expensive?
Nope.
No.
I think it got up there, but it's not more. What is the tier list? What is the tier list that we've seen from these things? CG player. I wonder if I type in manga and just filter out to One Piece, it'll show me. The tier list here. Yeah. So Buggy got a huge bump. That's nice to see. Sabo got a huge drop. Wow. That's huge. Goldie Roger manga here is 2,700. I never really saw this as a manga just because it was harder to see that. Because when I think manga, I always see, I see white background, right?
Right.
But this one was the Goldie Roger. So, this one, of course, is currently the leading on the pack. Port Costi Aces.
There it is, right
sticking
there.
up here.
1,097.
Yeah, 50. Now, where is my Gear 5th? Because that one was going for like 12.15. If I remember. Yep, 17. Yep, still number 2. Still number 2. And the reprint of it, that very hard to get, even 1,600.
I stand corrected.
Yeah. So it looks like Monkey's leading in value. EBO 1, of course, nice little choppers going up still. Should have got it when I was at 4. But EBO 1's of course going to be really hard to get. And yeah, we've got, let's see, this is the pre-sale for that, $1,100. But nope, this Gear 5th Monkey D. Luffy, 10 cost, still putting up results for value here. Obviously, it was harder to get. That set was extremely short printed and never got a re-release. So this one just impossible to pull. Where is the gold one though? I don't. If they call it a manga, does everybody want to talk about the? There's been like 2 polls of it. There's the gold version. The new secret. The new Monkey D. Luffy.
Oh yeah. That's from 11. I don't think it's
it's not a manga. It's not a manga. Okay, what do you call it?
Is it a SP?
Gold SP?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, $5,000. This thing, by the way, is weighted. Don't buy loose packs. Don't buy loose packs. If you're chasing this, don't think you're ever gonna find this. Because if you get loose packs, there's gonna be people weighing this thing like crazy. It has been told to be actually made with real gold, which has weight to it. Two of them. $5,000.
Actually, one's 4,999.
Thank you for the correction.
Just within budget.
It wasn't for that dollar. Is it free shipping though? Good. Shipping included. No, this one charged shipping. You dirty dog.
That one's $2 more. $2
charged shipping. What a wow. Man, if anything they should be charging is a verification process so I don't get scammed. TCG Card Kings, shame on you. Charging $1 shipping. I'm ashamed. These aren't Japanese either. That's nice. It's so good. It is the same it's the same 10 cost Luffy too.
Yep.
So the one that we're going to be talking about here, Greg, if you truly loved your deck, you would get this for your deck. I'm just saying, Greg, if you truly cared about your red purple Luffy deck, this would be your one copy.
We should do a tournament for it.
You know, if we pull it, we would. If we got in here, hands down, but there would be like in a massive amount of investment.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be like probably around $40 per entry, and we would need like at least 100 people to show up. And that's not even breaking even. That's not even paying for the card that I just said right there.
Yeah.
We would need 100, and we can get 100 people. We've seen it show up, but yeah.
So does that not count for the Bondi app? We couldn't fit all 100 people in that?
No.
Melee?
It would have to be melee. It'd 100% have to be melee.
I might as well try.
Yeah, we could throw it out there and see what people. If we did pull it, honestly, I think even if I pulled it, I would 100% throw a tournament for people. I would love more than anything to honestly pull this on stream. We can't obviously with this, but once I get one of my boxes for the new art, if we did end up pulling it, that'd be the greatest. Like, I'd be clipping that for years. I'd be like the guy that gave away the gold Luffy. Like, that would be it. I'd be known as the guy that gave away the gold one. I'd 100% be okay with that. giving one of you guys a chance to get this thing. It'd be great. But yeah, this is 10 cost. This is a card that when you play it, you're gonna win the game, or it's your last ditch effort. And you're like, well, I'm gonna lose anyway, so might as well try. But most of the time, with the players, especially with Greg's style of play, he knows he's gonna win. When he plays this thing, the opponent is already conceding the game. He drops a 10 cost, and the guy's already cleaning up the cards. So if we do see it, that's gonna be the case. But here we go. We got the one of the winning decks from the Blue Boa deck that we're gonna be seeing here on camera from Marcus. I'm seeing this deck looks. Yeah. Ooh. It's obviously doesn't play with this.
Okay, great.
Yeah. This is an old... I didn't get his actual list, so this is one before the ban list. Japan. So I'd have to get Infinite Rose to send me a deck list on what changes he made for the Jinbei, or maybe in the chat could tell me what he changed for the Jinbei, but it's one of those decks where Bo is really just... It's a worse Dofi, in my opinion, but it's not bad. It's not like it's like unplayable.
Right.
So on your turn, once per turn, you may activate this when your character leaves play. At one of your abilities, you can have 5 less cards, draw a card. So I mean, it's just a good draw card. Keeping your hand full.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
with like new cards that we're gonna get with the new Blue Navy, what's his name? Just came out from OP11.
Oh yeah, Kuzan.
Kuzan. So
that's 12.
Hmm?
That's in 12.
Is it 12?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. So, yeah, the new Kuzan draw engine is by far superior to this one. Even Usopp has a better. Thank you, Braindead. Yeah, the Kuzan. But yeah, they have better draw engines than Boa. So I think if you're playing Boa, it's just because you're a Boa fan. Do you disagree or agree? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I think that's really going to be the only reason why somebody plays Boa now, but
it's not to say it's bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's decent. There's footage that disagrees with me. Probably. But
is that because you were talking about Usopp? What?
No, I was talking about Boa.
So we might have some footage that says that Boa is better.
If Boa upsets
Marcus destroyed me with Boa in some fun matches. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll see if Boa still has it. We'll see, because we got our first matchup was going to be Greg versus Marcus on the Blue Boa. And Marcus, if you're in the chat, you want to tell people what you switched the Jinbeis out for, I'd really appreciate it. This was an older list, just FYI. I didn't get his copy of his list, so I went through and I knew that he was looking through some top meta stuff. So, and he was on Usopp. Interesting. Okay.
Were there any cards from EV that would be included in that list?
Not that I can think off the top of my head.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. It's not to say he wouldn't. I would love to know what he did put in there. Maybe we'll see him play it. But 5 life leader versus 3 life leader, I think it's fair.
I think playing against RP Luffy, it's never fair. Just saying.
So first Nami search, can they find himself with the Searcher Rono or Zoro? Adding no counter, but he has an amazing ability to get the thing out and just really turbo through his deck. And it looks like he got to go on the play, which is exactly where Greg wants to be with this deck. Here comes 6 in a life. We're going to see if we get 2 swings. Marcus, debating on whether taking it.
I think you should always usually take that first one.
I think it gets dangerous if you don't need to. Ooh, the ramping Zoro. Nice follow-up play. And exactly where you want to find it. Perfectly on curve. Like, you just getting that 3 cost on the 3 dawn turn. Right, here we come for the first bounce effect.
Send something back. Yep.
Yeah, smart move. I know that he has to take away from board presence, but he needs to stop Greg from ramping. So, smart move by Marcus there.
And we're going to see that other Zoro. Yep.
Was he able to draw from that, though? I don't think he was even able to draw with that, because he probably has too many cards in his hand. Because he took the hit versus paying for the block, which then prevented him from being able to draw with the bounce effect from Trafalgar Law.
Right.
Alright, let's say we get a 2k counter on the search from Zoro. This one he is going to 0 cost out to lower his hand down. Probably feeling a little bit punished that he didn't have his opportunity there. Ooh, he's playing 10 cost Kaido. Interesting. 7 into life.
7 to life.
Usually would be the math you want to do, but it's a 6k leader, so 8's optimal, but he didn't have an opportunity, not with his Dawn. This one, that's a new one, Cavendish.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Greg's probably going to try to get rid of that, or...
Could be.
Yep.
He's got the Sanji.
Rest it.
Rest it. And first, combo's out. Okay, second attack. Combo's out. Third attack. Wow. Marcos is like, no, I'm keeping this Cavendish. It's staying alive. 3 attacks back to back to back. Trafalgar Law.
Oh my goodness.
Just protecting this Cavendish. 3 7-drop Dolphies. Okay. Okay. Well, he's at 6 Dawn. So, no, he's at 8 Dawn. So he can play one of them. So here's exactly why he kept
swinging into
saving.
to the Zoro Joro.
Yep. Cavendish
Or no,
has not.
Zoro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
On attack has the ability to draw 2 and discard 1.
Yep.
That's 100% why he kept it alive. All right, 6 going into possibly going into board. Here's one of our first 7-cost Dolphies bouncing, gets a draw ability from leader ability. Back to Greg's turn. This should be his 8 Dawn turn, and then 9.
And he can ramp one.
Yeah, 9 with the leader. Because he was able to get a single ramp out of that Zoro attack there. I think, right? No, he got something. He got a ramp from something here. Got 6 going into Cavendish. Counters out. Here comes big 9-cost Rush Luffy.
Oh, no. He minus for the Sanji.
That's right. That's right. That's why he's on the evens. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, why is he on evens again? Because I know he was on the play.
And he got rid of the Cavendish.
All right, here comes our first Dolphy swing. Is this going into Sanji? No, going to Life. Okay. Marcus finally going to put the pressure on Life here. Oh, Kaido. A bounce. Not great targets. Not great. I know he gets 2 for 1, but that doesn't feel good, bouncing both those back. One has non-play, the other one has non-play. Yeah. It's like, I think it can rest the Kaido, if I'm not mistaken. Or is there a cost limit?
Does the Nami have a counter on it too? Or? Does that Nami have a counter?
It has 1K counter on it. So there is 1K counter for the search, but to me, it's like you're just giving them an ability to search for 2K, right? Here comes the Sanji to give it rush. He's going to activate, remove it, and then activate lead ability to get the Dawn back. Is what you're seeing there. So he's at 4 Dawn. Let's see. Sanji's going to go into Dolphy. All right. Counters out of this one. 6. That one's got to be going live. All right. Nope. And here comes huge swing here from Monkey D. Luffy. That one he's got at there. This is too much. And we're going to block up with Nico Robin. Okay. Nico Robin does have an on KO, -1, but he has 1 active, so it means he's talking about Rad Beam or Gum Gum for defense here. Here comes 7. He's going to get 2. Okay. 2 1Ks. Another Kaido bounces the blocker. Yeah. All right, Kaido.
Into the Luffy, I'm guessing?
Maybe, but I don't... No, going to Life. No, because if he goes Luffy here, he just gave him the counter for the Luffy, right? So... he just fed him with the answers to it. I like the go life here, but now it's going to force Greg to have to deal with these Kaidos, right?
Absolutely.
So you've got a Dolphy that is kind of threatening. I mean, it's got some good power. I guess.
So why was the Dolphy still rested?
He attacked with Dolphy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, went in there. I think he countered out of that one. But all right, so we got a 6K in the life, 2K counter from Marcus here. Notice Marcus hasn't been able to tackle his leader.
Yeah.
Just the 6K and 10
yeah, I wonder what's the hold up there.
It's difficult when you have
I've been in that seat several times.
Right?
With Shanks.
Just can't swing into leader.
No, it's like he plays your deck but faster.
Oh, much faster.
And also has Gum Gum Giant. So.
Well, he's leaving all 10 down. Do you think he's going to play as Monkey D. Luffy? I think it's too early for that. There's no way he gets... He concedes if he plays a 10. Monkey D. Luffy. Now, you know what he could play here? Goldie Roger. It'd be pretty effective.
It might be. Well, he doesn't have any blockers up right now, but
not yet. But all right, so he's going to set up his own blockers.
That's
here.
what I was kind of thinking was.
Ooh, double back to back.
Walling up.
Yeah.
Oh
that is a wall
yeah.
upon walls. 3 blockers. Does Marcus have another Kaido to bounce 2 of these blockers to try and get the math right? Doesn't look like it. 7 cost or 7K. Oh no, 10K coming in. Or is it 12? Is it? It's 12K. Sorry, 12K coming in.
I wonder why he starts with that one instead of. Oh, he's leaving the Dolphy up as a blocker.
Yeah. Here it comes. Okay, it's another one. Because Marcus is getting dangerously close to threat range. Oh, Dolphy going to be doing some
Doing
bouncing.
another blocker. Yeah.
Yeah. Does he have any? He has 3 Dawn left. So it does get a draw effect from the leader. He has 3 Dawn. Can he put up his own?
Loads up here and swings in.
Marcus is putting in some good work with this. These Kaidos are really showcasing some work here.
Absolutely.
All right, with the blocker gone, here comes 7K. We know he has it. He's got 2 open. There's just too much counter.
Or does he load it up? Go Luffy.
Okay, 8K coming in. Let's see. Get our first.
Going to life.
Gum Giant.
Going to life.
All right. Discarding Roro Zoro. I don't think I would go board if I was Marcus. I think I would go.
No,
life.
he just swung life for the first 2, but
Yeah. I think all these, like, just keep the pressure on. All right, has 2 down, 7 into life. Let's see if he gets another Rad Beam or Gum from him. Nope, just a 2K. Uso Hachi defended out. So we got 2 more Dawn back, and I'm probably going to use leader ability to get the 3rd one back. A lot of Dawn reduction for using those Namis.
absolutely.
Here's 10. Definitely not in the range where he can play Gear 5th if he has it. Probably needs to try his best to wall up, but I love that he walled up that turn, and it was that was all of his wall was destroyed that turn. All right, 6 coming into life. 2 1Ks, and I thought that was a 2K. I thought that was a 2K. Wasn't Marshall Teach a 2K? No.
Not sure.
Oh, Gear 5th.
And he's gonna
Greg's saying
leader
I'm
ability.
gonna, yeah.
And then
I'm gonna try and close it with 2 games. So that means Marcus has to stop the leader attack.
wait, so why didn't he leader ability before rescinding?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, he should have leader. But no,
Yeah.
he already did. He already did to get the 10 down. Remember? It's once per turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Is he saying I should have went blocker? Yeah, Marcus is saying he should have went blocker in that route to not give him the line. It looks like Greg was able to take it down. Congratulations, Greg was able to fight back. Wow, it was a good presence from
Oh, absolutely.
with this, but with Kaido of all things, huh?
Yeah.
Was that in? I don't think that was in the original that we were looking at.
No, I don't believe so.
No, there wasn't
Oh, it
anything
was.
big.
Oh.
Where? Oh,
Yep,
it
right
is.
there.
Yeah. How many was it playing? 3. 3 of these things. Turn of 1 character costs 8 or less, and 1 character costs 3 or less. So it's understand.
So he couldn't target that Luffy with it.
No, I couldn't. But he never did. But yeah, he
Yeah.
couldn't. Which, I mean, showcases how strong this card is. 10 drop. It doesn't have rush or can't get immediate effect, but that
But
returning
still
2 for
12K
1.
body, and you get to return 2 characters. I mean,
Yeah. Which, I mean, it returned so many blockers as it was pretty effective. Not enough, unfortunately, but pretty effective in that turn.
Yeah.
Did you see the match going that way?
I kind of thought it would be a lot worse of a matchup, but
You thought it was going to be more one-sided?
yeah, I thought
Who do you think was...
kind
Oh,
of slide through Greg there.
gotta go to studio mode, my bad. Yeah, I gotta set this up for the next matchup, but yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, so I definitely thought Greg was gonna take that one a lot sooner, but I also thought I was gonna see that Zoro Juro come back out, try to ramp him a little bit more, but
No, he abandoned it. You really want to see that in the early stages. When it comes down to you want to see it like on that turn 3, get it out, get that 1 swing in, and that's pretty much all
Right.
it's going to be used for, is that 1 little ramp turn. But after that, it's a counter in hand. It's better used, in my opinion. I feel like he just needs to try his best to get that thing out on curve, and then ramp that 1 just so he can start playing those 10 costs early.
Yeah.
Because that's what Purple does best, right? It gets to those big characters in the late, sooner than your opponent can, and starts putting the pressure on.
right.
So we do have our next matchup all set up, ready to go. Marcus back on with Blue Boa Hancock. Braindead saying he got taken down live on camera. We're going to find out between Midnight Witch's Zoro deck, which is a callback. And this isn't the Zoro deck, by the way. This is the Zoro deck. Versus Infinite Rose or Marcus's Boa. Let's take a look at the deck list, shall we?
speaking of Zoro, really looking forward to that new deck that's coming out with 12
Oh yeah.
green. Yep.
Oh, green with the leader with Mihawk.
Yep.
So out of the current characters, we haven't had the chance to talk about this, but which one's your favorite character in One Piece?
My favorite character has to be Zoro, hands down. But it's.
Have you ever tried the 3-sword saw?
I have not.
No?
No.
You haven't seen if it's feasible to put the sword in your mouth?
No, probably not. I mean, gotta take my dentures out first. No.
You did your out.
Nah.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Well, fair enough. Anyways, but then after that, it's Shanks. So
Yeah?
Shanks is he's really cool.
Obviously, Tony Chopper for me. I think you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's where my biggest collection goes to. But my second would be Dragon. Big fan of Big Dragon. Like, love the Revolutionary Army. Love what he... I think that there's a lot to his character. A lot of deep stuff that people don't realize that... Yes, it doesn't explain it. Yes, it doesn't go into narrative. But if you really read between the lines, you can see these things. Like, he's made a lot of sacrifices to protect Luffy. And he didn't want Luffy being used as a weapon against him.
Oh, Porter saying basic choice.
Yeah. A lot of
Porter.
ellipses.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of ellipses.
Not much else.
I think like there's a lot of like just backstory you guys don't understand, like the way that they hint to it enough that it gives you an understanding of where his character development, his motivations are. Clearly he cares a lot about his kid, but he also cares a lot about the people he has to look after,
That he's trying to save. Yeah.
He's got to look after the Revolutionary Army. He's got to look after his own crew, and he doesn't want his kid being used against him, nor does he want to put that kid in danger.
Right.
Which is why he put in the hands of Garp in the first place. Going back, imagine like you've been raised by your father by Garp, and he's told you, "Hey, you're gonna be in the Navy," and you see what the Navy has to offer. Something happens where you get to see what's going on in the government. You're like, "This is gross. I can't be a part of this." We don't know yet what it is, but he's like, I can't be a part of this. I gotta go," and he says, "Listen, I need you to take care of my kid." Because I don't want the government to use this against me.
Hey, that's what my sister did with my parents.
Great backstory. We should write a book.
I mean, a comic book and play a card game based off of it.
Brain Dead the chart says, "I don't want to hear this from a Fed." Sometimes you see some dark stuff, guys. Sometimes you see some stuff that just you absolutely can't agree with, and you go through and you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna give Luffy up to arguably someone who you respect because it's your father, but you also trust it's your father," which is interesting because you know your father is all in for the Navy. He's tried to raise you all in for the Navy, and you're gonna give your son to someone who's gonna try to raise him for the Navy.
Well, and he did that with his arch nemesis son.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I mean. That's
his
really
arch
cool
nemesis is his son. Dragon is the son of.
Well, no, Garp with Roger's son.
Oh, with Roger's son, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's already seen it. Yeah, he was willing to help out with that. So why not help with this one? But do you imagine like you hate the Navy so much because of what you saw, and you give up your kid to a guy who's trying to make everyone underneath his wing go into the Navy, and it might not even be the Navy that he hates. Maybe he hates defending the government. And
right.
But Garp's like, "Hey, maybe I can fix it, and that's why I don't get set up to a position where I can't make any choices. I have no freedom." Like Garp's whole story is he doesn't get promoted past his rank, even though he could clearly be an admiral. But he won't
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, but he won't be because it means he's the right hand man of the government. So even Garp can see that there's some shady stuff going on, but he still feels like in the line of justice that's his way of justice here, and in that respect. He's willing to give up his son and his son's future for that kind of upbringing, and trust his father to do that. So
yeah,
there's a lot to that, and trusting someone who's representing something that you absolutely hate, but are willing to respect that this person will still raise you right. So a lot of respect there. There's a lot to Dragon's character outside of just not doing anything, which is what everybody says. Like, and he did nothing, I think he's done a lot more than what we've seen. And I think when it comes to light, when you guys see what things he's done that we haven't seen, especially the way Oda writes, you're gonna get blown away. There's gonna be so many callback chapters of things that happen. You're just like, "Oh, that was him. That was clearly him." Yeah,
he saved Luffy when Luffy was about to be executed, and definitely cool seeing him there for the first time. I had no idea who it was. I was like, this is kind of weird. Just some dude in a cloak.
Brandon at D desk. We were at D desk. I it's pun on the middle name. There's also another thing with there was something. I don't want to get into that, but there was another meme going around at D something, which is really funny. All right, let's go back in the deck list. So this is obviously not Marcus's deck list. This is a, I mean, the cards we got to see only a few of them.
Example of a deck list, but
this is a one that did well in the OP10 era that I imagine he uses as skeleton. Out of the cards that we saw from here, I'm not seeing much that the buggy we saw the Dolphy blocker.
We don't see the law.
Yeah, we saw this. We saw this one.
No, the one that bounces.
Yeah, he doesn't have the bounce law, which is insane that this deck wouldn't even run it, to be honest with you, as bounces go. And I'm really surprised that this deck didn't run it, honestly. It's weird. But we did see the 10 cost Kaido, and this one really put in some work for this matchup. A lot of bounce effects, really good. Gets to the draw effect. I think he screwed up early in the game when he didn't counter onto that first swing and took the life. Like you said, always take it. In a Boa deck, I don't think I agree with you. I think you would want to try... You're trying to keep your hand size as close to like 4 or 5 as possible every single time.
Right.
That way you can always get the draw ability. Right? You can avoid the putting plays, but you can always make sure your leader is always proccing.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Definitely trying to keep using that leader effect. I guess I understand that part.
Yeah.
But...
So taking the life in that early time actually screwed up his play, because when he went for the Trafalgar Law bounce to get the blocker, or the ramping Zoro off the field, he cost himself that draw ability because he didn't counter onto the leader swing.
So would the Rebecca be a good play for this deck to play into the
Which Rebecca are we talking about?
the one that dropped? Yeah, to play into the Kyros, or is that limited to Usopp?
So
is it a Dressrosa leader?
So the reason that she's really in the Dressrosa build is because she, as a 7 cost, gets a +1 cost from Usopp, which means on play she immediately is active, which I think with that ability is kind of important. Because you're playing in reverse order, right? If you play out, you need to have an 8 cost out to get this ability. So you get out the 8 cost first, and then you go back to go over the board. It's kind of reverse logic the way decks want to go. You really want to be playing as much on 8 curve. Yeah, and Braindead's out there helping me with this with the 8 costing. Yeah, you need that 8 cost on board, and it's not to say that you don't. It's just it's not really in.
It's not as efficient.
Yes,
in this.
In the games, you want to be efficient, where you're kind of like adding up to the Tendon and the Tendon turn as much as possible. You want to be playing big creatures, big characters. So
I still don't think like that's a bad play to play out the Kaido and the next turn drop Rebecca into the Heroes.
It's not a bad play. You are going wide with it, but just think about the reverse order of effects here.
If you didn't have the Kaido in hand.
Exactly. And there's only one thing in this deck that we're looking at, and even what we just saw, because he was playing 7 cost Dolphys. So we didn't see a lot of 8 cost. So there wouldn't be a way for him to get that out unless Kaido was out. And then in Braindead Border's right. It's just too slow. It's just you're going against the curve. When you get to the Tendon, most players are thinking, man, I've only got a couple turns left. Right? Because this is where people are going to be jumping the rush Luffy's, the rush Shanks, the rush Goldie Roger, or the big 10 cost Luffy that we saw win the game in the last one. Like, this is where people are going to be putting game-ending characters out. I mean, even when we get the blue-purple Luffy, it's going to be like 3 9-drops back to back to back.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't want to go backwards at this point unless you're putting out a wall of blockers. And Rebecca isn't a blocker. It's just a character that brings out 2 for 1. Little Punky says, also Rebecca only plays out Dressrosa stuff, so only Kyros is kind of mid. Yeah, just getting one character. You really want that effect to he's 100% right, to bring out the maximum potential if you're going to play it. Because it is a great card. It's like a 3 for 1. It's insane. You play it, you draw a card, you put 2 more characters out. It's like, holy crap. The card replaces itself, and then you get 2 characters.
But it's really like only limited to that Usopp to make it a great card.
And it's the theme too, because like you're now kind of forced into Dressrosa, like Little Punky's saying, right? You're forced into having to play just the Dressrosa type characters, and there's no better leader than Usopp, who gives you that permanent +1. That's not to say we won't see leaders out there. They have like that same effect, like that static ability that maybe gets played into, and you can have a Dressrosa package in it. but you really got to build around it if you're playing with Rebecca. Little Panga says,
Gotcha.
but you don't get pseudo rush either from stage. That's true. That's true. All right, and this one's going to be up against Midnight Witch's Zoro deck. This one, thank you very much, Midnight, for sending this out to me. Appreciate it. This is her version of the Zoro deck. A lot of people have been seeing Zoro, been put up some great results. It has the capability of getting under a lot of the new decks coming out. One of the things that I think people are realizing that the blue-purple deck has a lot of hands that feel exactly like the red-green Tony Chopper deck. In the early stages, I don't have a whole lot of counter. Dude, I'm not trying to keep hands with counter, right? So in blue-purple does have ways in the late game to counter, but in the early stages is not willing to give a lot of those pieces in the early games, and has a lot of hands that don't have some early game counter. So if you can exploit that with cards that we're looking at with the Rush Zoro,
it looks, just from looking at it like this, it looks very, very bricky. I mean, that's a lot of 10 drops
and no counter.
And no counter. Then
no zero cost either.
Then you got the dragons. I mean, the rad beams. That's nice. The divine departure. That's nice as well. But I think the divine departure only protects your leader. I think it's gonna be kind of rough with. You only have the 3 blockers, 4 blockers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that was one of the things that I learned with these 10 costs when I have such a heavy 10 cost package. You got to play with the 0 cost, man. You're never going to have the one open.
Absolutely.
You're never going to have the one open to use for defense here. So it's a good card. Don't get me wrong. I think that there's amazing defense cards, but you want to be having a deck that's basically playing 8s and 9 drops. So you're always leaving that one open, kind of like what we saw with Greg, right?
Well, so I learned this the hard way. By playing Shanks with I ran 4 of the Rush Shanks and then a removal Shanks.
Did you have the Bad Banners Kit course?
I did not. Didn't have any of them.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I run 3 of them. So.
Yeah. See, the reason for that is because you're going to be tapping 10 Dawn. You're not going to have anything left. There's no green here to do any restanding. Right. So you're really, as soon as you tap that 10, that's it. And now you're going to need to have some way of getting out that extra 1 Dawn for these particular defensive plays. It's just not going to happen. But this deck does do what a lot of decks are going to need to do in the future here. It gets under a lot of decks. It gets a lot of early pressure here. It forces and demands action. You have amazing cards like Sanji that swing 7k. You have the Zoro, which has always just been a staple good rusher at 3 cost. You got Kid Killers ×4, which is still a really good card late game and early game. Gets really good late game. You've got Silver's Rayleigh, good blocker. This Yamato has been outstanding. A lot of people have been playing this thing and a lot of different decks here. You were talking about this one being pretty good for your Odin deck, right?
No. So I was talking about the one from EBO 2.
Okay.
EBO 1, I actually hadn't seen this one.
So activate main once per turn, give up to 1 of your Rested Dawn to your leader or character types. So it's just activate main once. It's right. It's Luffy ability without having to attack.
The new one, it's a 6 cost, and it gives your leader. It's only if your leader is Ace or if it's Revolution. No. Land of Wano.
Yeah, Land of Wano. Yeah.
And you can give 1 of your Rested Dawn to your leader, and then it gains Rush. So definitely think that's going to be one of the biggest cards from that. And then Odin has an ability that I think also triggers off of her being a 6 cost. So
yeah. So I mean, yeah,
it's either a 6 cost or a 6,000 power. I'm just gonna pull it up.
All right, go ahead and pull it up. I'll talk about the rest of this deck. So yeah, this deck really trying to put in some early pressure and some late game pressure. A lot of 10 drops. So this one clearly wants to play some beat down in the 10 cost turn. But as we stated before, I'd say the biggest weakness here, Bad Manners Kick Horse needs to be the counters for this. There's a lot of no counter here. I'd say it's even lighter than 2K. We've got 4, 8, 12. Yeah, in the math for Porter especially, this does not pass the Porter sniff test. 12 is just too light for 2K counters. Way too many no counters. No counter. No counter, all this row is no counter, and down here is no counter. So, I mean, obviously they are counters, but yet they're Dawn requirements here. Bruhane, welcome back. 12 2Ks. 2Ks is already Is all right for Zoe. All right. Little Pound Cake thinks the math is right there. I was talking about the porter. Like he likes to have like the 16 or so here. Mark of all people, variable. He's just embarrassed that it's you. Of all the people, it could have been you.
Yeah.
Yeah, variable.
I mean, has to be.
If it wasn't for all the 10 drops, they just don't mesh well. Yeah. It's just you need a late game answer just in case your opponent has it. But if you're playing all aggressive, this is gonna go ham. If you come out swinging and you're already putting in the beats, it's gonna keep doing it. Yeah. But you gotta pull it up. Go ahead.
So yeah, I got the Yamato pulled up from EBO2. It's a 6 cost. It's 7,000 power, and it doesn't have any counter. But with your leader, all your Land of Wano cards gain 1,000 counter. But as your main, if your leader has Land of Wano or is Porcus D-Ace, give up to 1 Rest of Dawn card to one of your leaders. Then this character gains Rush during this turn. So, I mean, it's pretty solid, especially because Odin's ability is with 1 Dawn equipped. When attacking, if you have a Land of Wano character type with a cost 5 or more, this leader gains 1,000 power during the start of your next turn. I mean, it's kind of wild.
No, variable, I didn't.
Yes, absolutely, he did. It was last minute. He said, "Look, bottom of the barrel."
I asked the rats that were on my house, and they said no.
Yeah, they all rejected. Yeah, it was pretty rough one.
Those who don't know, I do have the YouTube chat up here, so we're watching variable roast Mark over here.
It happens. It happens.
All right, this is going to be our match number 2 for fun match. Let's see, between these two players, Midnight Witch, who's going to give a sticky note, and she wants all of you to be aware, I'm a little rusty. So those that can't, they don't see it. Basically, she's trying to remind you it's been a hot minute since she's been in the hot seat. Triple tapping. Well, I'm a little rusty.
That's what my brake pad said in my car.
The brake pads or brake wheels?
No, just the brake pads and brake wheels. And everything.
Yeah.
And brake escape out on the way here. So.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
Great. All right, so I'll be digging your car to the ravine then?
Probably.
I have some rope, and we have kaiju. So
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, kaiju could pull a bus out. So I'll just get Kai. Basically, so what you need to do is you put a treat on a stick, and then you have someone say, with a D on site, pets here.
Yeah.
And if you throw it, she will pull a bus to get those pets.
You know, that's well, with the treats, like throwing them. That's how we had to get my sister out of bed and going through grade school. But
did it work often?
It did. No, I mean, the bed's kind of stuck to her a little bit. Real nice woman, bless her heart.
Bless her heart. All right, 10 for Marcus. Let's go to Midnight. 9. All right, so Marcus is going to get choice. So, have you played either of these matchups?
I have not. Actually, I did play against one Boa deck.
Was this Marcus playing it?
No, it was not. It was Ado.
Little Pound Cake, multi-trash drifting himself into it. Wanted to find out. It's like, ooh, variable talking trash. Let's go over here. Welcome to the chat. Back from YouTube chat.
Yeah. Fair enough.
All over the world here, baby.
Who is this guy?
Right around the world. Yeah. I'm going to screw that one up. That's a good song. You ever heard that?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Back in the day.
Yeah. No, until you started singing it.
Yeah, no, I just ruined it for everybody. That was a good song. That reminds me of that, like, the best burn I got back when I was a little kid. It's like, hey, who sings that? And they're like, you
should leave it to them.
Yeah, you should leave it to them. Leave it to them.
Yeah.
Variable says, open a bag of chips, and Mark is on his way. Is that all I need to do?
I mean,
bro, you should have told me earlier. I had to pay this guy a lot. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, I owe him like 17 luncheons at the Sonic that is out in Fayetteville. I mean, and he wants me to drive him as a chauffeur. He refuses to sit in the front seat. He wants to be in the back seat the whole time. These are the things I had to do just to get him to come out here. And you're telling me that with a bag of chips I could have got you to come out here?
I mean, sometimes.
What was with the list of demands?
If you had roller skates and came up to the window like at Sonic, I mean,
yeah,
would have been nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Richie D. Luffy, good to see you in the chat. Ray just says, I've been doing this for free for a year. You gotta demand things like this man here at 39 Royal. Exclamation join. It has been a year though. Brandon Porter has been doing this for a year. So like it's close to our 1 year anniversary. Did you ever find the date, Brandon? I want the date. This is our 1 year anniversary for this. 39 Royal, good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Hey, thanks for the exclamation point join. We will be giving away 2 packs after our next 2 matches. Variable says, wait, you get paid to be on stream? Get me a mask and I'm on my way. Okay. Can you put that mask on real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And Variable, let Mama Sim know that this is how we'll have you looking on stream at all times. Right here. Let's go Zoro indeed. Midnight playing Zoro versus Boa.
It probably might be best for viewers if you did do that with him.
Yeah, right. It would have been Sunday, I think. Oh, Sunday. That last Sunday they just came up. All right, excellent. Yeah. 1 year anniversary from Sunday. Yes, just yesterday. Nice.
Oh, here we go. Swings. Getting the swings in.
All right, Rush Zoro coming in for life. Get a simple counter out from the Monkey D. Luffy from hand. Nothing from the characters here. Back to Marcus. Marcus at the 4 Dawn turn. Let's see what Marcus wants to put out here. You know, see a bounce. No, not going to see a bounce to Fog of Law. We're going to have a 6K coming into board. Yep. This is often how Zoro works. You get an easy little swing in, and then everyone dedicates their attacks to it. It works like a great pseudo blocker, too. And when you have cards that can bring it back, oh, it's so devastating. All right, Yamato going to be the defense here. 2K counter. Dolphy blocker going to search the top 5, restrack it in any order he wants to. Like this is the one that really works. It's been in and out of the Dolphy decks, which I still think it's a great card, but it's been in and out here. Variable says I'll wear my motorcycle helmet. I mean, you'll have to mic it up, but I think it'll work. It'll work.
He said he might need to purchase a voice changer also.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, we could do that. I actually have a voice mod. I have a voice moderator thing in here. I actually tried using some and doing some tests with a friend of mine. We were doing some testing with the voice modulator. And he was getting weirded out by some of the choices and was like, yeah, I don't think you should use those. It's like, all right, fine.
I think we should use them all.
Yeah?
Yeah, at once.
They got like this techno robot one that's hilarious because it's like every time you speak, it's got music behind it. And it sounds like every time you talk. It's pretty weird.
Probably be a good thing.
You think I need it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm definitely, like, my voice definitely needs some help.
I think these 3-cost Zoros, the promo one was actually cheaper than the original printing, which is kind of wild.
Yeah. 39 Royal is playing Richie D. Luffy live with Arlong versus Shanks. It's pretty good. Yo, Jay Whistle, good to see you. Thank you for this Prime sub. Yeah, baby. Appreciate you. But yeah, 39 Royal, you're playing Richie live right now, or you guys playing on the sim? What are you guys playing on? You guys playing in some tournament? There might be some other tournament out there.
Arlong Shanks.
Variable says I might need to purchase a voice. Oh, there you said that.
Daft Punk
voice. There is a Daft Punk voice changer. No, in real life. Oh, cool. All right, well, tell me who wins. I'm kind of curious. This is the Red Shanks versus the new Arlong. Everyone has been wanting to throw some fish. Really want to throw some fish.
I kind of want to see what that Jinbei deck's gonna be like. I mean, honestly.
Richie says he was going to stream, but Humble Pie is on. Okay. Just too popular of a streamer. Can't get out there when he's streaming. Playing as we watch y'all, not live today. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't know which streamers I outclassed today, but I appreciate the compliment. I'll try not to let that get to my ego.
Cavendish comes out.
Okay. 4-cost Cavendish, the draw effect.
I think
this one doesn't have a way to rest.
Beckman here.
Yeah, that would be a good answer. She needs to see an answer here. Oh, she's
got it in hand.
So that would be my play too. Get the draw off the field, man. You just can't.
But do we swing into life first? Just
to test the waters.
Yep.
I mean, there's no blockers, so yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to go character, then leader if you want to, and then put out the Beckman to kind of end the turn. Richie D. Luffy says, definitely a top streamer I enjoy watching, honestly. Oh, thank you, Richie. I appreciate that. Yeah. I think we are in like the top 5. I think for One Piece, which isn't bad. I'll take that.
Absolutely.
Last I was looking at the stats, we had a good following. I really appreciate you guys
There we
coming
go.
out.
There's a Beckman. Yep.
Ben Beckman.
And she
Here
only
comes
runs
5.
2 of in this deck.
Captain Literal's back. Welcome back. Appreciate you, bud. Here comes 5. Gets a pudding out. I don't think Midnight's giving him an opportunity to play pudding at all. So, just going to get rid of it now. Pudding's such a great card.
Do you think she should run more Beckmans in this, or she's only running 2?
Honestly, yes.
And get rid of some of those bricks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is a 1K counter on top of things too.
Yeah.
And it's just a really good answer for a lot of cards that are big problem children right
I
now.
think that Roger only run it as a 1 of.
Yeah.
Switch it out for a Beckman.
Yeah. Midnight has been a little bit rusty since she hasn't been playing
Yeah.
for a while, but wanted to showcase her amazing sleeves. Have you seen these sleeves up close?
No, I have not.
Roronoa Zoro manga style.
Wait,
Look.
he just swung?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Beckman? What happened with that?
Got attacked.
It wasn't rested though. Did it get bounced? Or?
Yes, it got bounced. I believe so. Oh no, I was looking at the chat. Good question. Let's go back. This is why we love watching these things like this. And I think it is. Yeah, it's bounced.
Okay.
Dolphy bounced back. 39 World says, my main deck so far has Gecko. Believe it or not. I believe you. But Gecko? Moria? Not like in the Fishman deck? I mean, obviously it can't be the 8 cost because he's banned, but and it's not black. It's blue, it's green yellow. Isn't remind me if I'm like
What's that?
because he's playing the Fishman deck, the new Arlong Fishman deck.
Right.
Isn't that green yellow?
I believe so.
So yeah, yes, sir, Gecko. That is the boy. If played right. All right. I'd like to see this deck list. 39 Royal. Let me see what you got. And just Arlong for fun today. Oh, Gecko is the main deck that there's playing. Okay.
That's his main leader.
Yeah, which I still think like Gecko Moria 8 cost should be legal for that deck. Like it should have been legal.
I mean,
locked.
that's how they did the new dragon that's coming out in 12. It's leader locked to revolutionary.
Right. 1-2 locals with Gecko? With really? There's not enough black deck representation, honestly. So I'd love to see that. Congrats, man. If you got a list, let's take a look at it after this match. Captain Literal says, nice you make Marcus look like he dripped out and then his by showing a boa parallel alt or was it in UI and then you have his normal in game. Well, I mean, yeah. The ones that I use are usually the alt arts for these things. I don't really care to use the other ones. And Marcus, honestly, he'll just borrow other people's decks and put things together and try things out. The man's all over. He loves like experimenting with like hundreds of different decks. It looks like we had a lead attack to lead, and Ben Beckman bounced is going to get that 1K counter. All right, we're going to see a block from the Dolphy. Here comes Kaido. Is going to return those. Oh, that's one bad. Oh, that's got to feel bad because they're rushers. They're just rushers.
I think it's a really bad. Well, I mean, it's a bad matchup, really, but.
Brain says Jimmy just doesn't like looking at poor people cards. No, I default to the altar.
That is true.
That's not true. I wouldn't even know what it is. Most of my decks are like, unless it's Tony Chopper or like basic, it's all get out. I'd say Dragon and Tony Chopper are the only ones I bling out. Everything else is just like as basic as possible.
Yeah.
Like,
Can't blame you there.
They're pumpkin spice lattes of cards, man. I'm telling you. 15K into life. Is that gonna do it?
That does it.
That does it! Holy crap! Midnight puts all the kind of pressure, all the kind of hits, swings in 15 with lead. Honestly, I would have respected her more if she would have went Nami. Honestly, yeah. Because it would have been a Nami slap to slap.
Yeah. It would have been wonderful.
5 life. She never took a single hit in that one. She kept the tempo up so much. Oh, man, that's funny.
Oh, my goodness. Zoro.
W Zoro and W Midnight indeed. That is fantastic.
Gecko shouldn't have been banned in the first place.
Variable is in
Genbait, yeah.
Yeah. That I don't know.
I think Jinbei
Was
being unbanned would be a
You
good
think?
call.
No, I don't. No,
You don't think so?
No, I don't need to go back into.
I don't think with a power creep right now, I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, honestly.
If you look at the power creep's in the late end, right? And Jinbei's primary reason for banning was the turn to Jinbei Weevil, the turn to just spam the board that was very hard for people to overcome. Getting that much of a card advantage, that much of a board state advantage, that early in the game has always been something that's been very difficult for people. And Doffy already is the most consistent deck out there, where I think the next consistent deck, I'm actually curious, what do you think the next most consistent? Because when it comes to consistency, I don't think anything's matched like Dolphy's consistency.
Blue purple.
Captain Will says, oh yeah, that box tournament I won last week. I won it with Starter Deck 21 Luffy. I modified the more big bodies in the late game. People are prepared to see Starter Deck 21 Luffy drop 10 drops and then reallocate 4 Rested Dawn. They're not prepared for that. They're definitely not prepared for that.
No.
Well done, Captain. It's a good deck. I think, honestly, Starter Deck 21 does have a lot of advantages in this new format. It can get underneath one of this going to be a very nightmarish blue-purple Luffy meta. Although, we have not seen the starters and their impact and the meta yet. We know what the cards are. We know what the extra card's going to be. We know that there's going to be some support for some of our favorite leaders coming out with the star decks that are releasing this weekend. But we don't know if that's going to change anything at all. What it seems like to me is they really powered up all those leaders to have like a base 7 for a turn, which kind of meets the power for power. But you still have to worry about that blue-purple dropping these 9-cost nonsense. That's just... the loop is insane. The Sanji, I get it. But also know that everyone trying to play that's a lot of no counter.
That's why Bello Betty is
It's dominating
also
right now.
like top of the meta.
Yeah, because Bella Betty can on the 6th on turn drop out 2 of those Birdman, and you just win. And if you go back to back Birdman, the game's just over. Like it in a best of 1, you need 3 good hands, baby. 3 good hands, and you're gonna take these tournaments down. Like, that's all you're asking for. It's just 3 good hands. Give me Birdman times 2, all 3. Let's go. I win. And we're seeing some amazing back-to-back matches and some great YouTube videos here getting published on our channels here that showcasing just how devastating this is in Japan right now. And it's because it's an early threat to a game where it's like it's already struggling in the early game for big swing attacks, and when you can swing in 8 into their 4-3k leader, it's too much for blue purple to put up with, because they're trying to keep that hand of no counters to drop these giant 9 costs out, and to basically win the game from that
chaining
angle.
them back to back. It's kind of
But most of them are no counter.
overwhelming for just about any deck.
Yeah. So if you can put in the early stress, like Star Deck 21 can, Zoro that we just saw can, and you're going to see, like, Zoro has been putting up some results as well because of that, because it can put out so many of these characters. We might even see another case of Red-Green Luffy, if you guys are paying attention, because we do have a Red-Green Luffy match coming up here. That might be a great answer to it. We don't have any blue-purple yet because it's not legal, but stay tuned. We got some amazing stuff coming up, guys. We're going to take a quick break, get back with you guys, and we're going to showcase the rounds of 2 and 3 for our championship and give away our packs like we always do. So if you guys are enjoying the content, I hope you guys are here. We got at least 2 EBO2, and of course, if Jay Wizzle wins, the tax pack. All right, anything before we go? All right, variable saying
about time Betty's on top. I mean,
it's
fair
good.
enough.
It's good.
Just you all wait. Isho's day is coming. Isho is coming.
Midnight, I would be absolutely honored if you'd put the Gego or Buggy X on. I really appreciate you taking time to give me the content to help us pad this one up, because if you guys hadn't helped me out with this, it would have been basically 2 matches, and we would have filibustered talking about anime for 2 hours.
Oh yeah. Or we could sit here and play a couple games. I mean,
I could just sit across from me and it's like, I'm gonna play this card. What are you gonna do? Maybe when I get this thing set up, I am gonna work on it this week to get the face down cam thing working. But we'll see. Guys, stay tuned. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Wolf and I opening this up.
Yeah. Let's watch guys.
Mind's been floating a million miles from home. Head in the clouds, I've forgotten how I'm left alone. Oh, been chasing dreams since I was young. I never stop. Oh, if I fail, I will get back up. I get what I want. Oh, 'cause I see you in my shoes, standing where I'm meant to be. Got everything, nothing to lose, so I keep living my dream. I'll hold the ropes, I won't give up. I'll tie this down. It's half my luck, it's half my luck. Oh, it's half my luck. It's half my luck. The better days are waiting here for you. My roads run deep and nothing's been wasted. It's up to you. Oh, it's part of me. It's all I need. It's all I got. Oh, so I will fight until the end of time for what is mine. Oh, 'cause I see you in my shoes, standing where I'm meant to be. Got everything, nothing to lose, so I keep living my dream. I'll hold the ropes, I won't give up. I'll tie this down. It's It's out my luck. It's out my luck. Oh, it's out my luck. It's out my luck. 'Cause I see you in my shoes, standing where I'm meant to be. Got everything, nothing to lose, so I keep living my dream. I'll hold the rush, I won't give up. Our time is done. It's out my luck. It's out my luck. Oh, it's out my luck.
How far are we into this? Oh, we already got both the alts. What is the Discord for?
That's ours. You're in our Discord, aren't you?
No.
Oh my god, dude. You're in our Discord. You gotta start talking to these people.
Yeah.
Now that you're a caster.
No.
And go ahead and hit that exclamation point join, too.
Now that I'm part of the cast system. That's not funny. That's terrible. Need an exclamation point join.
Can they hear us? I don't think they can hear us. And welcome back to Homebrew Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, with me.
Mark.
And we are two professional streamers, everyone. As professional as it gets. Every way you could possibly think. And I'm going to die on that sword, not really. All right, guys. We have ourselves the last round here, because it's going to be rounds 2 and 3. Oh, got to get this thing fixed. 1 second. There we go.
All right.
Appreciate you. All right, so we are into our last 2 rounds. We had a glitch with the camera recording and didn't get our first round here recording here, but we do have the last 2 rounds here. As you guys know, we've been watching the tournament for a while. Porter has been putting up some great results and numbers. He is literally this match and the next one of like winning both of those things and basically locking it in as the MVP. But that doesn't mean the rest of you don't have an opportunity to get into it. There's quite a few of you registered. I have a list of about 30 people or so who are registered in this event. So we could get, there's still a chance even for those newer players that want to come in here. We saw last season, I think 2 weeks before it ended, Sam Fogg was able to come in, not Sam Fogg, Sam was able to come into the match in the last 2 weeks, got a couple tops and instantly got himself in the tournament and got himself all the way up to 2nd place in his first time ever. So,
Hey Joe Pandas.
Yeah. Hey Joe, welcome. Is this another count for you, Hey Joe? Or is it always been that way? But good to see you, Hey Joe. Good to see you. Or did you change his name, maybe? All right, but good to see you. We got you in the chat. Thank you very much. We'll get you on the wheel. Added because we do have 2 packs to give away, guys. 2 from the community box. This box has 0 hits pulled from it so far. It could be 2.
Pack.
And of course, because Jay Wizzle's in the stream, and Jay Wizzle decided to put in some comment, we have the tax pack. So if for any reason Jay Wizzle wins these 2, tax pack. Always prepared to help you guys out because Jay Wizzle by far is our biggest and #1 winner of the stream. I swear. That guy's got more wins than anybody else here. Every time he comes over, it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, I don't have more packs to throw at. But yeah, it's like, I just throw in these things in front of me. It's like, ooh, yay, ooh, yay. And it's always from different IPs too. It's like, all right, here's the one from the Fab stream. Here's the one for the Pokemon stream. Here was the one from the random Magic stream we had. Oh, and here's the one from the One Piece stream. And then if you join me for so many of these things. I don't, like, you know what I've been talking? I really want to get into doing some Beyblade. We were talking earlier, right?
Yeah.
And I really want to do some Beyblade stuff because I think it's a lot of fun for like 5 minutes of content. Just something fun to throw up. And who doesn't like to just have like a bunch of spinning discs smash each other, right? The problem I'm having mentally right now is I don't know what to give away for clips like that. I might just make that like a clip channel thing where I just, if I do any content with it, it's going to be something that's going to be like in shorts.
Give away Beyblades.
Those are expensive things to give away right now. I don't know if I could buy enough of them. Like giving away Beyblades, the shipping and handling would be insane. Captain says, I got to go for now. I need to drive home. All right, Captain, will drive safe. We might still be streaming when you're not. If not, I will hit you up on Discord. But thank you for being here, Captain. Appreciate you.
I remember I used to have the old plastic Beyblades. And then all my buddies got the new like metal ones.
Yep.
And then I thought it'd be a good idea to just try it out. Let's see.
You got destroyed.
And it just shredded them. Like
Yes.
the edges
broke
were
with
all
3
breaking
different
off,
pieces.
and I was like, oh my god.
I think, and this is one thing I've been like pressuring Lifelink, and I hopefully he buys into this thing because he does have an opportunity with one of his distributors to pick up some Beyblades. He can get like 16 of these tables, and I really want to put some Beyblade short content because I just think it's fun to watch these things mash together, and it could be something you do in between breaks. So you like imagine you finish your match first, and you're waiting for things to get done.
Yeah.
Beyblade it out on the side, and like it's really easy to record. You just get a camera face down, watch the thing spin.
I think
and go
that'd
crazy.
be way better than rolling dice to see who goes first. Just you know, let it rip.
Yes, those old school massive metal Beyblades. Yes, honestly, I think we could do it. I think honestly, if we did invest first to start getting the Beyblade stuff, and we didn't bring the older stuff. Heck, you know what you're talking about? The getting the what did you talk about the grinder like? What?
Oh yeah, take like one of the
steel grinders.
Yeah,
the steel grinder.
4.5 inch grinders, and then just hold it down and then let it go and drop it off there.
See, like most of the tables right now, the arenas they have wouldn't actually hold up. However, I will say that I think like if you were able to do like a 3D model of like some basic grounds, you could easily replace those with a couple of like 3D prints and put those things together. Of course, it can't have any grooves or anything because you don't want it to like bump on anything.
Right.
But if you could get out a nice little 3D model and keep reprinting them, you could replace those bottoms of the arena with those and actually be able to host some of the heavier metal Beyblades from back in the day. I'm not talking about a grinder thing. Obviously, that would have to be a steel beer.
Oh no, that'd be really fun.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen some people put some.
If it would break off there, I mean, somebody's losing.
Oh, someone's losing an arm, an eye,
Yeah.
something. It's you better be dressed up.
Getting stuck in the wall. I don't know if Lifelink would like that very much.
No, probably not. No, but I think with what they have now, it's really interesting. I don't know if you guys seen there is a competitive circuit for it. It looks like a lot of fun. As a kid that didn't grow up with Beyblades, I did have the anime. I kind of watched it, but I didn't actually grow up with a toy. My family didn't have enough to afford those things.
Yeah, we didn't have toys at all.
Toys.
Yeah.
What are toys?
No, we just had to pick switches and beat
Yeah.
each other with them because our parents were too tired.
Well, I mean, you could get like a fork and like stick it into the outlet. That was always a good time. Don't do that at home, kids. Come on now. Let it rip. Yes.
Leave that to the professionals.
Big Merc, good to see you. Yes, yeah, leave it to the professionals. I'm pretty sure Big Merc can definitely relate to us when it comes to like the toys, if you will. Because I mean, I got a stick back when I was little. I used to love that stick. Dog ran off with it. Short story, but it was a lovely stick. It was a good stick, and you used to. So we would build these wooden wheels, and you would use the stick to push the wooden wheel down the hill, and you'd chase after it. It was good exercise. It was great exercise. But my parents would always say like, "Hey, make sure you do this in traffic." So they wanted me to push it into traffic. I knew
Savings plan.
Yeah. Well, it was love. It was love that they had for me as a kid because they were just like, play in traffic, wait till like the lights are out. I mean, like you just go outside, hang out,
Yeah.
and like if we didn't come back, they were like, I get his side of the meal. Like we didn't have to split it up like
Bigger
4 or 5
Christmas
ways.
for the rest of you,
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, my older brother would have loved it. God, his Christmas present would have been great. Like. And even my younger brother, because then my younger brother wouldn't have got the second hand me down, because I got my older brother's stuff. But then if I didn't exist, then my younger brother could get my older brother's stuff. So then he's only one way.
Oh yeah.
That's a benefit for him too. Think about it. I'm just kidding, guys. I digress. Let's get back on topic, guys. We have the second round. It looks like let me pull this thing up here so I know what I'm talking about. I got the deck list and everything ready, but let's see. Our first, well, that's the same video we're just looking at. Our first video is Porter on Black Purple Luffy versus Spencer on Shanks. You can talk well to Shanks. All right.
I never played it a day in my life.
Okay. Let's get these deck lists ready. Can't wait to see how these two decks run. And let's get in the deck lists. Alrighty, Black Purple Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy here. We've got ourselves an amazing new deck here that has been teched out at least 4 times by Porter here, if not 5th iteration. I don't know, Porter, you gotta help me out. Is this 5.0, 6.0? What version of this are you on here? But ever since this deck has been printed, man has been wanting to build this thing. He got really early, getting the Alt-Art leader right off the bat, and just this is a deck that it's just it's baby. It's right up there with his red-green Trafalgar Law deck, maybe his red-black Garp deck, but this is definitely one of his favorites that is a very competitive deck.
I know he just got these 6 costs from EVO2, which, I mean, phenomenal card.
Right.
Do
Do you know what this thing does?
Yeah. It doesn't work in Ploofy, just so you know.
Yeah, right.
I mean, phenomenal card, just not for Ploofy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. And, I run 3 of them in my green purple.
So you switched over to the dark side with the green purple.
No, I built it just because, and then I'm dismantling it. No, I mean, as of now, I'm just getting rid of it. Don't want it.
Really? What was
Yep.
wrong with it?
Blue purple came out.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Ploofy doesn't need it. Yeah.
Ploofy can't have it. Well, I mean, it can have it, but it doesn't make sense. Just very not good in that.
Yeah. There's just other cards and better
Yeah.
advantages for Ploofy. But great deck here. We get ourselves the Blocker Sanji. The 3 costs. A lot of people have been on this one.
Very good card.
Yeah, a lot of people want this
And then
for
this
the new
5
decks.
costs, that a lot of people are really liking that one now.
5 costs, super rare. On play, if you have A character with a cost of 6 or more KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 5 or less. Not bad. Really good on leaders that automatically push your cost up by 1, right?
Right.
So yeah, like Rebecca, if it could, but it can't because it's not blue, would be like one of these things where you could use the leader ability to increase that cost and make sure that this has an on-play effect. We got ourselves another version of that Rush 9-cost secret rare. Man's been putting up some work for this one. I like this. On play, you may return one of your Dawn to your Dawn decks and then draw 1 card, and this character gains Rush. So just a simple -1. It is a return 1 or more, which is important because it's black Luffy.
You can return 2 and then...
It basically can negate a lot of these things. When 2 or more Dawn cards are on your field to return to your Dawn deck, you can add up to one of them as rested and one of them is active. So you get essentially negates the entire subtraction of it. And what I like about these 1 or more is it's saying that yes, I realize that some benefit from removing 2, some will benefit from removing 1, and I'm trying to find room to make sure that this fits in all of those purple Luffy decks. And what better card to fit in a Luffy deck, right?
Would Sanji Pudding? Would that do well in this deck?
Yeah.
Though? I mean,
all right. Braden is saying that there should be some top knots. I forgot I took out the 6 cost. Which 6 cost did you take out? Because I did copy and paste this list right from the text you sent me here. So, what are we looking at here? No Sanji Pudding. I don't see Sanji Pudding in here.
no, I was just saying.
Oh. No, wouldn't work in
Sanji
this.
Pudding.
No, he can't play anything. He's it's too restrictive, and it doesn't do what you think it does in this deck.
Okay.
Take out the Onamis and add in the top knots. I'm not taking blame for this because I literally just took this right from you. But does this look right? I think. Oh, great. Does this look about right? I'm gonna have to keep fixing because everybody sends me deck lists. So like, no, this isn't right. Okay, this looks right. All right, so we got ourselves a good solid deck here. Here playing Kaido. Love this. We don't see this too often. This one's really nice. -5.
I saw that one.
Yeah?
I saw that when I played against Kaido.
Naturally. Yeah. Kaido does work well in Kaido.
Yeah, I mean...
But it's just something we don't see too often, I think, in this meta, because it's an older card here from Starter Deck 4. Obviously, one of the first 4 Starter Decks to ever come out. So, a really good card here. Down -5 here. Gains Rush. And
that was
KO up to... What is it? Let's see. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 6 or less.
Yep. And it gains Rush during his turn.
Mm-hmm. So you got 2 different effects here. Some KO ability and the Rush ability. So I couldn't look at the deck. I made this up quickly at work. Oh, okay. I appreciate it. Well, thank you. At least we had something for the stream.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. But yeah, this is our makeup here for Black Purple Luffy. Now let's get into the Shanks build. I think I can leave this one to you, brother. This is your deck.
All right. Yeah. So I definitely like what I'm seeing here with the choppers, the Lucky Roo. Looks fairly similar to the one that I'm running.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, almost the same. That is exactly my deck.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, instead of the Rayleighs running 4, I run 3, and I run 3 dragons.
Okay.
But
interesting switch up. Why'd you switch?
Just too much of the Rayleigh, and sometimes I felt like the dragon would play a little bit better. Yeah.
But I mean, it does have an opportunity to close pretty early.
Yeah.
This is kind of more the control build, right? Mm-hmm. It's got Yasop, excuse me, that used to be the indicator, but the biggest indicator, Building Snake, being the bigger indicator now, is at great additional help for the Ben Beckmans.
And I think the 3 Udos is a good call there. I mean, you could go up to 4 and drop a Lime Juice, but then you're losing a 2K.
Yeah, wouldn't recommend.
Yeah.
But you got some amazing 2020 Chopper 2K counter. You got some great
or
blockers.
No, drop one of the Yasops maybe, but I don't really see a need to change that.
Yeah, Yasop's been putting in some work. Honestly, I'm really surprised it hasn't got to a 4 of, just because of how well it does. But maybe it's just it does some great stuff in the mid game, and just maybe not enough. Where like the Monkey D. Luffy in the mid game has great mid game and late game potential.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
it's always a a great play later. Like if you still want to get an attack in, and then you can drop a blocker,
Okay.
and then you can leave one up for the Divine Departure if you got it in hand. It's
Fair enough.
it's very, very versatile. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
All right, so here we got Spencer, who was our MVP and winner from last season, taking down Porter, who's currently dominating the MVP spot. See if he wins this die roll here. 5. So if you're... I think he lost that die roll. If you're
I think he won second.
Shanks won second, right?
Yep.
And I think Blue-Purple wants second as well, if I'm not mistaken. So both are really die rolling for the second place. I think that Blue-Purple can play both sides, but I think it would prefer second.
Black-Purple.
Yeah. Where Shanks, I've played this thing enough times where it has the cards to curve perfectly on the play, but it would prefer to be on the 2 cost.
Yep. So
because
then you hit 10 before you.
Yeah.
Before
You want that even curve
Yep.
for using the additional Dawn is also really important.
unless you're doing the rush build, then you definitely want to go first.
Okay, and Porter in the chat, thanks for the help. He wants first. So losing the die roll, we'll see if Spencer's going to give it to him.
Yeah, that's the thing I was just thinking about is if he goes first, then he can ramp a little bit better.
Yeah. It's one of those matchups where I think, especially if Porter wants to go first, I think the die roll didn't even matter, right?
Yeah.
Because both are going to get exactly what they want. All right, we're going to start off the hand here for Porter. Draw their 5. Let's see if they're going to mulligan. Spencer likes it immediately. Likely, it usually to me, like the first thing I see is like a searcher and some early game plays, and it's an automatic keep. And that's why I like playing with the Udos, because it just makes it easy. You know that your searcher is going to get an extra card that you want.
Yeah.
You want for these things, and then the rest of it will fill out itself later. Let's
Ooh, that
FX.
wasn't in the
Doesn't
list.
Black Purple want first so he can ramp early?
That wasn't in the list.
Brandon Purple. Oh, what, Sanji?
Neither one of those were in his list.
The Nami?
The Nami or the Sanji.
I stole your list, by the way.
That was my list?
Yes, because Spencer didn't give me a sec list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that list was wrong.
Yeah. Well, the list that you gave me?
Yeah. No,
No.
that was an old list.
Yes, it was an older list.
Yeah.
I had to
because
take an older list.
I
'cause
switched
Spencer
it.
didn't give it to me.
I switched it from 4 to 3, and then
I was kind of like smirking while you were talking about
Okay.
this. Looks like my list. I was like, because it is your list.
okay, great.
I thought
The
maybe,
old list.
Yeah, I thought maybe you would have loaned it out to him or something because I haven't seen him
No.
on Shanks in a while.
Oh, it's a great deck.
All right, here comes 5 into 5. We'll see if the leader gets a 1K counter. He does. Ooh, maybe. Black Maria. Okay. Gonna defend that one. Sanji passed it back. So getting some Nami power here on both sides. Let's go. 4 Dawn turn. 6K swing into life. Perfect amount. You don't want to give Spencer an easy 1K reduction here. And here comes Black Maria number 2. Which kind of makes sense exactly why he was able to just, gave up a key piece like that. But it's Black Maria is a great 1-turn ramp with this deck. The way Dawn works out. Mm-hmm. And it also gives you an opportunity to even Gum Giant in the early stages without having to lose too much.
And there's that
weird
Luffy,
option.
put one rested, yep.
Here comes 6 in there, then it followed up by another 6 with Shanks.
Definitely.
That one
trying
got
to
the 2K
limit that
counter.
hand.
Both these players really showcase and they know what they're doing here. But Spencer's always been kind of a fast player. I think Porter, like a mid-game player, tries to think about his moves. Definitely wants to think about the best play to make. But Spencer, he'll get you to play at his tempo, the way he plays sometimes. All right, here comes Sanji, reducing 2, so he can rest
Rest that Nami.
and get that rush on Sanji.
Swing in with the Law on it,
Yep.
probably. Yep.
Gets a free Dawn with this one. Here comes Law. Yep. Into the... Yeah, I'm not
We're
saying
going
that.
to the Sanji here.
Yeah,
And then
doesn't care about the draw effect.
Sanji into the Luffy.
All right, here's a draw. And 8K, so did he successfully clean up the board? Nope. Save this time.
I'm
All right, back to
guessing you use a
Spencer.
minus there. Minus in the 2K.
Yeah. It's one of those things, I really need to get one of those leader tags thing, so we know when the leader effect has been used.
I know for the smoker, some people were putting like the normal leader and then the alt leader, and they flip it when they used it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. Let you know, an indication. That's a neat way to do it.
So he put one active on.
The Monkey D. Luffy? Yeah.
Yep.
Just trying to, Spencer has been playing like a bunch of red decks like Zoro. You always just put your Dawn allocation immediately for him.
Ooh, Mole pistol.
All right, Mulpus are going to get rid of that Sanji real quick. So the biggest threat that Porter had now gone. Here comes
And
2.
He's arrested.
Yep, using the Monkey D. Luffy effect here to swing in for AK. Porter going to have to take on that one. Down to 2 life. Here comes 7 and 2 cards from hand. Doesn't want to go down to 1. Don't blame him. You really got to counter out of that because it could really give your opponent some heads up.
Oh, absolutely.
You're weak. Blood's in the water. Come
Yep.
out with a couple of swings and I'm done. Porter not winning the life war here, but winning the Dawn war. So, ooh, here comes the Kaido. Bye-bye, Monkey D. Luffy, says Kaido. This would be the first time they ever met right there. This would be the first Thunder Bagua knocking him out.
I hadn't seen it yet. Hadn't seen it. We're coming up on that.
Yep. Not much of a spoiler.
Oh, no, that's fine.
It's not much of a spoiler.
I've only seen the part where Kaido has Kid locked up in the jail
cell? Yeah.
And he's all like bloody and everything. Yeah.
6K coming into life. I like this. Always trying to make sure that Spencer can't get an easy reduction.
2K? Yep. There goes a Hongo.
And here comes that Rush Kaido. Likely going to take a life.
Definitely taking him.
Now, it's on Spencer to see if he can deal with this. It is a 12K body, right? Yeah. No. 10K body.
Wait, why
it's
is
a 10K
he...
body.
Why is he on 9? He's got 9 Dawn?
I don't know. I don't think he counted his Dawn right. Because he was on the evens.
Yeah.
And he didn't have any Dawn reduction. This deck doesn't do any Dawn reduction.
No.
I think he miscounted. Good eye, though.
And takes that Shanks for the getting rid of the Kaido.
It can do. This is a 10K.
So we're going to probably see him set up for that with a Hongo or a Building Snake.
I think he needs a wall up right now, personally. He's kind of going up against...
Building Snake.
All right.
He's doing that now.
Yeah, probably going to do a nice cost reduction to maybe combo with a Rayleigh.
Possibly. Or he could try to Dragon into it.
That's true. No, because he's a 7 Dawn, because he's not... Are we counting the Dawn wrong? Because the face down Dawn should be his 10 Dawn, which he should be at 8 or 10. It's hard against purple because they ramp so often. How many Dawn are we looking at? Can you count? It's like 6 or 7? It looks like 7 here.
Shanks
went first.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, how did I miss that? But thank you, Let's FX. I appreciate that. Yeah. Gotta pay closer attention.
Yeah.
At least that makes more sense. Because I thought for sure that Shanks would want to... He won the die roll.
Yeah. Well, like I said, with the rush build, you want to go...
A little bit faster.
You want to go first, yeah.
Playing with both searchers, too. Uda and Nami.
Yeah, using the Nami to try to find that Luffy. I wonder if he's running the Zoras as well.
Could be. Now it's got to be faster.
Tama
to reduce it even more.
So
it's a total
of 5.
Mm-hmm. So now we can swing into it if he wants to.
Going 5 into a Luffy. Nope.
Yasa. Okay, so 7 into 5. A little dangerous. To be swinging into it. I wouldn't bet my money on it. Oh, but he gets it. Okay.
All right. Would have required 2 cards.
Didn't want to give it to him. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he did have a secondary option, so I think Porter saw that he got the Shanks, so
we'll see,
he knew he was going to get rid of it next turn.
Porter's at... Is Porter at 9?
Yeah, he's at 9.
Then how is...
Cost reduction.
Okay, yeah.
Don't... Yep. I rarely try to keep track... It probably should, as a caster, I should. Guys, I should. But I rarely try to keep track of what's going on with the purple deck, because there's just so much cost reduction and return. Like, every single time I feel like the Dawn deck is just like their solitaire deck. It's like, I'm going to return 2 to bring 2 back, and bring this back, and I'm going to return this to bring this. It's like...
And he's loading up.
Please be honest. Is this a BM swing? I mean, he doesn't have the Dawn left, and he might not have much action in hand, honestly. But he did get a counter out of it. Here comes 7K.
And he's leaving 1 up.
Okay.
Probably
gonna have the Gum Gum Giant.
Yep.
Yeah. Almost definitely in play here. All right. Yeah. Uda gonna clean up the Trafalgar Law, which is which
Are we gonna see the Otama slap?
yeah. Ooh. Can you imagine? From Spencer, I would believe I would see the Thomas slap. 100%. I think I was showing someone while we were doing the limited play, where he had an opportunity to take his zero attack character, load it up with some Dawn, and win the game. And he was like, "Oh, I could use it." It's like, yeah, because most people don't think about a zero attack. It's like, this is not gonna. It's too much Dawn investment. It's like sometimes it matters.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Atomic Slap can be the slap that wins the game. So I never think these ones down. It's why I really love these body searchers, right? The event searchers are okay, but the body searchers, just phenomenal cards that allow you to have presence just in case, and you have an additional potential attacker in the late game. I think we saw one game where it was like that, just having that little 2K body as an additional piece was enough to give them enough offensive to win the late game. Because a lot of people just ignore.
7 into Beckman. Yep.
All right, Beckman gonna get rid of the Zoro. Here we get a Yasop swing here. I don't know where the reduction's gonna go, but I don't think it matters.
Probably would have waited to put out the Beckman, but
yeah, because there was no need, right?
Yeah.
In sequencing, you're 100% right. I would have waited. The Ben Beckman doesn't need to come out. It doesn't change it. If it would have gotten rid of a blocker, sure, get rid of it because it changes the current game state. But yeah, I made a couple of sequencing errors like live on the studio. But you never. I don't care what deck it is. I don't care if you know every single card in there. Just don't take the risk. If you're trying to swing into life, especially, don't put any bodies that can be manipulated by the life hits. Like I've seen people put up blockers before they swing, and it's like, bro, you're making it vulnerable to any of these cards, and like you just gave them a free target. Like, don't do that. It's just, does Porter think he has this game? That's a lot. He's gonna get a 7K swing. 6K swing.
He knows that he has one brick in hand with the shanks.
Oh my gosh, with 4 cards in hand, he was able to know that I feel like that it's either he risked it for the biscuit or just he got the tell he needed from Spencer to know that this was going to be it.
Put out 2, ramp 1 with the ability.
Yeah.
I think this is probably going to be game here.
It's like, well, if he took the 6, then yes. Like, Spencer should not have taken the 6, because you're going to 10 into 12. Like,
he probably should have swung in with... no, I guess not. He didn't really have anything to swing in with.
No, not with the babies. And he can't pay the 10 cost if he swings in with the babies here. But here comes 12. Board? Using the extra turn to clean board? What an interesting play. This is usually like the finisher, and now he's going to use it to just clean up board.
If he would have swung that into the shanks and loaded up on the Luffy...
I think he would have had game.
Yeah.
Especially after getting the tell that he took a 6 swing. Like,
and he's sitting at 2 light...
Man, Brenda says, afraid of dying next turn. Okay, alright. So this was in a matchup to just try to make sure that he can gain control of the board.
And leaving the 1 for the giant.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have, but he was playing it safe. So sometimes safe can kill you, but I think honestly, it's looking like it's turned out in your favor. We're gonna find out how this plays out. So maybe that conservative look.
So beforehand, he could have just swung for life there. If before he used the Luffy, he would have swung in with the law to the Uta.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No, it just.
You don't think so?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he could have used the last turn to swing the Uta into it before he went into it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So before he board wiped himself, he should have swung into it and got rid of it first. That way. And then he wouldn't have wasted the attack. But I think right now, it might have been one of those things where he doesn't know if he wants to give Spencer another resource. Because he knows he has a 10 cost that's going to kill a 10k or less, which means the Frankie's not going to be long for this world.
Right.
But that one also doesn't have Rush. So he has to... Now, if he does play that, then he's only got 2 good attacks. And Porter, with a Gum Gum Giant being telecasted right now, can easily get through that.
Going 6?
So he might be baiting him with his Frankie to get him to use it. All right, here comes 7.
All right, so
here comes 9. This is the Frankie going to be used. Is this going to be the Gum Gum Giant with an additional card? And then Spencer's going to have to wall up with a blocker, I assume. But Spencer not looking too good. Oh, decides to take. Man, if he had a
Lucky
Kid Killer, but he had the Frankie to block. He had the Frankie to block. And he had the Gum Gum Giant. So, all right, blocker Lucky Roo. Now he has an answer for the Frankie. So you can now technically block the Luffy and kill the Frankie, and then have to worry about the leader ability. Top not going to be the resolution for that. That one will not allow you to trigger the Lucky Roo. Goodbye to that Lucky Roo. That's a great answer to what was eventually and potentially going to be the way that he gets back in this game.
Right. I believe we're going to see him load up on Luffy. The leader.
Spencer throwing out the cards out here, pretending like he has it. I've seen that with Spencer a lot. He acts like he has it, but like there's 2 cards isn't going to be available to block that swing. I don't care if you do have leader ability. Yeah, and here comes the 12K, and that's going to do it. Porter able to sustain himself and use the Monkey D. Luffy like I've never seen used before. Wow. Top deck of a lifetime indeed, right? Wow. That is insane. Congratulations, Porter, for taking it down.
That was
a game.
Fairly interesting.
You know what else is fairly interesting? You know what we have coming up here?
What's that?
An 18-hour game.
18 hours.
Mm-hmm. We have an 18-hour game between Porter and Marcus on stream. That, like, I don't know if you guys have ever sat down for 18 hours playing One Piece, but it looks like we're going to be doing a themed, like, charity here.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you, but it's going to be like 18 hours. So
Oh, great.
Non-stop content. Like, and because it's all in one take, I don't have time to take breaks. So
Right,
it's just
great.
like
Let me just try to work one of these blood clots out of my legs real quick.
right. Monkey Luffy. Right, here we go. Getting cards all set up here. We got a nice little flashback here for this next one. I'm really looking forward to it.
Look, Porter says,
I could have sworn I turned it off the record button. Unfortunately, you did not. I came into it. What's really funny is this is an 18-hour recorded stream that I'm looking at. It was 48 when I finally turned the button off because I wasn't there yesterday to turn it off. So when I turned on the camera and I was like, all right, got to transfer the data. It's like 48 hours. Whew. Okay, no, I got truncated to 18 hours. So we only have 18 hours here. Yes, All Might's 100% right. Yeah, I guess everybody knows this. Yeah, when you don't push stop on the play record, it's just gonna keep going. So let's get into the deck list. I'll show you guys what this 18-hour and 58 minutes stream here looks like.
Porter says, my bad.
No worries, brother. It's
Oh, no.
funny when it happens.
Definitely worry about it.
That's
He's very mad. He's been ranting all day.
seriously, when the mic's been off, it's all I talk about. It's all I talk about.
Even
Just
when
like,
it was on. Even when it was on.
with a very, very professional talking behind the screen while we're watching the deck box. Guys, we have an awesome look here. It looks like we got to have a new look at the Monkey D. Luffy Red Green versus Porter's Black Purple Luffy. Let's take a look at these deck lists and check it out.
So, leader ability on this one, I'm not too familiar with it.
Brain Dead, it weeps too. Honestly, unfortunately, because the stream is so long, this is going to be deleted footage. So we're going to watch the footage here, and this is going to be the only recording of it. There will not be a reserve copy. I have to delete these things because I already have limited hard drive space, and these ones take forever to transfer. They take forever to do anything with. So after the stream, we will be deleting this video of the live stream. There will not be any uploads. So if you guys had any humorous quips, you're gonna have to put them in the chat. I'm not gonna be able to put this on Patreon. Patreon doesn't have enough space for me. I'd probably use that and use up all the space they allot me. But there's nothing I can do with this video, so I'm just gonna have to watch it and kill it right after this, because just to showcase what I'm talking about, guys. 18 hours, 58 minutes, and 40 seconds. If you scroll in really tight in here. And I didn't hit the stop button until 48 hours after, and that's what it reduced it to. But yeah. Infinite Rose, I don't have cut stuff. I don't have, like, editing material on here. It's got to go. Like, you will see the video, you'll watch the game, we'll play it in its entirety. All 18 hours of it. I'm just kidding. No. But
I mean, we're here. Why not?
Right. I mean, we can watch this for from our... What hour was this? We can watch that from some hour to...
3 seconds?
What? It doesn't, like... It's so bad that it's just like it doesn't know what to do with this. And we can watch this if you guys really want to. It's some stunning and brave content in here. There's gonna be some lost footage. If you guys like, what are those things with the AR videos, right? The ones, the alternate reality or the you know what I'm talking about? Lost footage? Like,
nah.
No? You know about the
I'm kind of at a loss right now. With what you said.
Have you heard about the basements and the horror movies lost footage? You ever seen that?
No.
I'm gonna talk about found footage. Thank you. ARGs. Yes. Thank you. God, so glad we had the chat. Like, if there's just like some random ARG that's like hidden in this video, it's gonna be lost, guys. It's gonna be lost. It's gonna be gone. Like, there's some hidden stuff in here.
Alternate reality games.
Yeah. So it's gonna be gone after today. We won't see it, guys. I'm sorry. Like, what? 3 hours? What is with this timer? It's like this thing is so corrupted. It has no idea what's going on. It
says we watched 15
hours of content. Yeah. No.
I mean, might as well. When in Rome.
When in Rome. But yeah, it will be gone after today, guys. So see it and watch it, and this will be it. Alrighty, so speaking of which, let's talk about the game match we're gonna look into. Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah.
This is Red Green. Have you ever played? When did you get in?
I've never played because I just started right at the beginning of 10.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So this one, definitely an old fan favorite. Really good deck here. This is back and start. This is an OG of like for One Piece here. Talking about OPO1 here, baby. Look at this thing. OPO1, like the third card ever printed here. So
pay 4.
Set up to one of your Supernova or Straw Hat type cards at the cost of 5 or less, and it gains 1,000 power during this turn.
So you can swing again with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once per turn.
Yeah.
What if I wanted to waste 8 Dawn?
It really comes into just this really beautiful combination of what Straw Hats. And this one right here is a zoo variant. This has actually been putting up some results. Believe it or not, I've seen some table or some numbers or articles on people playing this. You can actually search up Red Green Luffy, and you're going to find probably about 3 or 4 different current, like in the last couple weeks here.
You could use that on the Luffy and use his ability twice, giving him 2 rested.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also gains the 1,000 from that. So
yeah. It would be broken if it wasn't once per turn. Agreed. Yeah, but it's also, like, this is the very first. First. You're not going to have something that broken right off the bat.
I mean...
It sets the precedence for being, like...
They might as well edit it.
But you have really cool cards with this. Like, you guys have seen the zoo builds before. I think some of the new spice here might be the new Odyssey. Tony Chopper you don't see too often in these builds. And it turns up to one of your Odyssey type characters that cost 4 less is active. So you can set up the Tony Chopper. You can set up this Tony Chopper and protect it. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters that cost 2 or less. This is usually used for 2k counter, but is capable of being put out with the mini spam abilities with this key Tony Chopper. This is the one you really want to see in your opener. When you play this deck, this is kind of like what you're mulling to. That's why the searcher's for it. It has an on-play and attack. That you can basically look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put out an Animal Kingdom card that has 4,000 power or less.
Right.
So you're getting, you can't get itself, obviously, that's the point. But you can get this Tony Chopper, which can play other Tony Choppers, like this one right here.
The one that rests, yeah.
Yep. So you can play that for free. This one has a 3,000 power limit. So you can also play this 1 cost Tony Chopper blocker, which is the OG. as long as black is not heavy in the meta, this is probably one of the best blockers in the game. Like right down to the bone. If you don't have a lot of black deck representation in your meta, this is probably by far the best blocker in the game. 1 cost, 1 Dawn. Here you go. Most don't have the capability to put out a 1 cost blocker like this. Right. Not without other restrictions. Like we got introduced to someone.
So is there any bias here? Like 1 cost blocker, Tony Chopper, best blocker.
Well, I said no. I did do a stipulation. But I think the argument stands true. Obviously, as a Tony Chopper fan,
right?
But I think the argument stands true if you try to look for 1 cost blockers. Most of them have like something else has to be out. You have to have another Navy person. You have to have the Going Merry out. You have to have like a lot of the 1 cost stuff has extra restrictions before it can become a blocker. This literally is just a blocker with 1 cost here.
The 1 cost
law blocker is better. There's some bias right there. There's some bias right there. We got ourselves Braindead, who's a Trafalgar Law fan. So we're gonna go toe to toe on which one's better here. But this one can be brought out too with the Tony Chopper, which is it's like you can have a turn where you play this, into this, and now you got 3 bodies, which is just absolutely insane for the way that these curves go out. And you want to be the way that this one wins right now is because it gets underneath a lot of these decks that need time to set up for those big bodies that we're going to see in blue purple, and it's why zoo builds have been doing pretty well over in Japan. The Zoro is probably, or Zuro, if you will, has always been like the key go-to because it has ability to power these things up, given making there's no Dawn investment for most of the swings here, right? At least you don't have to, anyways, because it gives that plus 1k to the rest of the field. Hey, Brandon Porter, appreciate the follow, appreciate it, thank you. DK-ish, welcome back to chat. Good to see ya. Yeah, it's using a little bit of new pieces like the awesome Tony Chopper 2K blocker. This one, I love this one right here. Arguably one of the best new cards that's been printed for red. It does give you 6,000 power.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And 2K counter. I mean,
like
you really can't get more from a card.
Right? It's best of both worlds. The utility of it is what makes this thing so good. You have a way to, if necessary, to wall up or just have a nice little 2K in hand. And other cards like this, we got this 2K, where you have Sanji, who fits pretty well in here, but gives a Straw Hat, basic Diablo Jumbo here. So long as a type of character with 6,000 power or more can be blocked this turn. Or the opponent can activate blocker against it. So if you've ever played with Diablo Jumbo to 1 cost, and gives your character unblockable, basically, for the turn. Which is pretty disgusting. And can, in the right math with this, can basically be the ender here. So if you combo the Sanji with the Roronoa Zoro here, and its 3 attack capability, you could give this character the inability to be blocked 3 times. So you're looking at like a great finisher between these two. And the Wings of the Captain really showcasing pretty strong with this.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty.
Right? It is playing the old school Kid Killers. I love that someone's bringing this stuff back.
Is it possible to get 4 attacks with that?
No.
With the leader, yeah.
Oh wait, no. I think it's 5,000 or with the 5
cost 5 or less.
Cost 5 or less. No, I was gonna say the cost restriction. Infinite Roses. That's how we beat Cooper. Oh, so we comboed those 2 off camera against Cooper with that combo. Nice. That makes sense.
The Sanji and the Zoro.
Yeah, nice. The Wings of the Captain just showcasing some great synergy between the two of them here. We have some really good event cards here. The Gum Mole Pistol. This one came from the Star Deck 21. Great removal card.
Very good card.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 5,000 power during this turn. Then, if your character with 6,000 power or more, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 2,000 power or less. So it can KO a blocker while reducing something else. This is also a really good answer to the walls we've seen with the Useless Kid.
Yeah.
And it gives your characters an ability to not have less investment in attack into these characters while also getting rid of those potentially hard to remove pieces that are keeping that thing alive.
If they have it set up with the Resonante and then the Tashigi, it's
you need multiple answers, and this can be it. This one I absolutely love it because I played this right in the get go with Tony Chopper. It's a counter. Now, mind you, there is some things you guys have to understand about the rules. Blocker is declared first, counter can be second. So if you get a blocker from here, you cannot actually use blocker effect. So the sequencing and the way the turn base works, yes, you'll get yourself a nice little Tony Chopper, but if you get a blocker from it, you're not gonna be able to block that attack. So be very mindful of that while watching these. And yes, Braindead did have to tell me. I love that he's always there to make sure that he reminds everybody that he was the one that had to tell me how to fix this. Appreciate you, buddy.
So you have to block before doing the counter, or
Yes.
okay.
And you technically you can block and use this as counter, because in blocking you're allowed to have a counter step.
So sequence of events is you have to say you're blocking and then you can do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then you can also, in combination to that, play the counter cards from your hand to keep you alive if you want to as well.
I got you.
Yeah. You're right. You're right, Brandon. Appreciate that. So, I want to make sure that we see some good, fun, fair play. We got also another one, Demonic Order, 9 swords. Sort of.
9 sword style, Ashra,
Ashra,
Demon, 9 flash.
Words like to say when I want these things. I thought you said you couldn't read.
Oh, no, I can't. It just came to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, have you heard it enough in the anime that it was just like, clearly he's talking about that?
I just saw the picture.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So the picture itself, you could tell. How many swords do you even see on that picture?
Well, so, like, I can't really see any. I mean, partially blind and one eye naps. Nah, but yeah, it's this is a pretty good card.
Yeah. Captain Literal in the chat said, imagine wanting to have good, clean fun playing One Piece TCG. Yeah, imagine that. The sequence is on attack effects, then blockers, then counter. It's 9 words. Those are 9 hard words. And he remembered it without being able to read. So, actually, what does that say about me?
Well, no, I sit up late at night with my tutor.
Oh,
and they just read the cards to me,
yeah.
show me the pictures.
Yeah.
It's like playing a memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, this deck's going to be going up against Black Purple Luffy. It's up here somewhere. I know I have it. Here we go. Black Purple Luffy from Porter here. Now we did just see this. We just saw this deck list on here. We've already given you guys the basic rundown. But it's still, I mean, I love that it's still putting up some good results. And I love that he's putting out different things. Because it used to be, in the early, he was all about Usopp. And now he's like, well, now that the meta's going to change, I'm going to try Shanks a little bit because I think it counters the meta. And now he's feeling pretty comfortable in his spot in MVP.
Right.
So now he's just trying to bring back some old favorites. And with some new cards, some new tech.
So
go ahead.
So we could see potentially with this 6-cost Luffy and the 9-cost Zoro, both of them restanding characters and swinging ends.
Mm-hmm.
Will be pretty interesting to see this one.
Oh, absolutely. I'm hoping to say it. Not Captain Literal, quite possibly the funniest thing I've read today. Listening to the card explains the card.
That's right. Well, they do have those the sound ones. You know?
The sound loaders?
Yeah.
The sound loaders like read the names of the captains. Like that's all it has to. Well, it has the theme music,
Well,
I guess.
you make make it custom. My whole deck has nothing but sound loaders, so it reads it to me.
Captain Little in the chat says, now that the superior Kobe is coming out, I'm going to have to move off from Usopp into a different leader. I don't blame you. Actually, there's a funny story that he brings it up there. We've had a lot of people. I thought... Guys, we'll get the deck list in just a minute. We're going to get into gameplay. It's 18 hours. Get comfortable. But I thought this was really interesting. When I heard about the set being released, I was like, I'm going to be all in on Kobe. Everyone's going to be on blue-purple. Everyone's probably going to be trying the new Fishman because everyone wants to throw the Fishman at it. I mean, we're seeing it. And then, of course, the new Nami is out. So everyone's about the new Nami. And I was like, I'm probably going to be sitting in my sea alone with Kobe in the background, just shooting shots and Kobe.
Everybody wants to build Kobe.
Everybody. There must have been 10 people in that pre-release like, I got to build Kobe. I was like,
oh,
bro, why is there so much?
If anybody pulls that Kobe, I need
the altar. And everyone was looking for the cards. It's probably going to take me the longest to get this deck than I've had for any new release set. With all the friends, and I love our community. Trust me, I love it. You guys do a great job to help me out. I'm going to try and get the rest of the cards we're looking for. I was expecting to be able to have that deck done in like 2 seconds because I thought I was the only one that was going to be playing Kobe. And it was going to be for the memes, and we're going to be playing Garp, and we're going to have some really fun content with it. No, man, I have a feeling with as many people trying to build Kobe, it's going to be Kobe-centric with everyone on Kobe, and the few players like, guys, didn't you hear this is a blue-purple Luffy meta? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be really crazy.
Yeah.
and the few
Yeah.
players that are going to build Blue Purple are just going to run all the events.
Right. Infinite Rose saying he's going to be on Nami, which I kind of expected that. Maybe we did, Captain Literal. Maybe we did make it accidentally cool. And then Brain Dead out here with us and feed me with the free wins. All right, man. The cockiness with this. I tell you, like, he's been shooting this deck down constantly. I feel like the humility needs to come out with this one, man. This is where your hubris could be your downfall. Because this many Kobe's, there's only so many, punches you can get from Honesty Impact before you're just going to have to call it quits, man.
Oh, yeah.
Have you at least seen the spoilers for Honesty Impact? Have you seen anything? Like, what do you do on social media to avoid the spoilers? Because I know you're not caught up to this far.
Oh, no. I just kind of sit here and look at the cards. Oh, it looks cool. And then don't read into it anymore.
Yeah,
Like, okay, yep. We're just going.
Brain Dead in the chat saying, Garp is going to do terribly, but anything else I play is going to be easy win. Okay, all right. And Captain Little says, I'm ready for the told you so, cannot canon for Porter when he loses to all the Kobe's. Guys, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of Kobe matches coming up. I legitimately do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Infinite Rose out here just telling us that blue-yellow leaders are his favorite, which is good. I like it. I like that Nami seems very strong. I think it has a lot of promise, and kudos to you guys. I love seeing people try out new leaders.
Definitely a strategy against that, though. I mean, it's
And we'll probably see it on
serious.
camera.
It's serious trying to keep that from hitting you.
I've already tested the matchups. It's like 70-30 in my favor. All right. There's still that 30, bro. And there's going to be that day that, like, 30
The
is just
return of
Queen. Oh, my God. That would be so funny. That is one of his favorite decks, to be fair. That Queen deck, Infinite loves that deck. So, him and if we can ever get Zach back into it. Zach loved that deck. So we might see it come back. Who knows? But,
I've never even seen it.
oh, it's Zuma. And I can do that because I'm fat, so you guys can't.
I don't get it.
You're not caught up! Why? There's so many good jokes that are gonna be. You don't even get it. You've never even been spoiled with the Zuma?
No.
Zuma. Right?
Right. I don't know.
You're just placating me at this time. You're just saying right to say right.
I am. It keeps you from being spoiled, so I'm good.
Once you hear for the first time, you'll be like, this is the greatest song of all time. Zuma. It's the greatest song of all time. I think all the greats out there, if I remember correctly, Taylor Swift had come out to Queen and desperately wanted to meet him, obviously to be his girlfriend.
Queen, like Bohemian Rhapsody.
No. Queen, like as a Queen from the Zuma song. No, she reached out and she's desperate to meet up with Queen. This is Canada.
That's where Queen got its name from. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, she had him change it because Bohemian Rhapsody is the greatest song of all time, obviously.
Right.
But she heard the Zuma song and she was like, "Please let me steal this. Please let me steal this." And Queen wouldn't let it happen. Like, just would not let it happen. So that is why we won't have a Taylor Swift doing the Zuma song. I am sorry to say it, guys. Canon, it's it's a sad day, but it will be forever the greatest song of all time. Zuma. Let's get the gameplay. All right, who's ready for 18 hours of fanfic? We're going to be watching this Monkey D. Luffy take at least 20 swings. Oh my gosh. I can't even skip this thing right. Like, okay, we're seeing movement. Because it's like a microscopic of the length of this thing. So I can't even move the nozzle to try to find a spot. Because if I move it just a hair or a millimeter, it's like 30 minutes of content.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Braindead says, I have to go eat dinner, but if you question any of my plays this game, just know Marcus asked me very nicely. Okay? Okay. All right.
I'm not buying it.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it either. I don't buy it.
It's way past dinner time.
Right? That's what you don't buy. Oh, man. Oh, I need to get some food. I haven't eaten all day.
That's all right. We're
Do you
fasting.
Yeah, I think that's what... Yeah, I have to fast. But should I, though? Because then it takes me out of the ability to sing. Because I can't do the Zuma song if I don't stay. You know.
I don't know about the song. I don't know what it takes yet. I don't know what it takes.
Oh, it takes so much.
Okay.
It takes so much.
Takes Porter dropping a dice before
Yeah.
rolling. Oh,
No.
he was cheating. He was cheating. Judge.
Oh, and he wins the die roll too on top of that.
See, it would have been a 2 and a 1.
Yeah.
He just took it. Just took it from Marcus.
That's some shittiness right there.
We saw it here. We saw it here first.
Mm-hmm. Man, I really can't wait to get caught up. I don't often make that many references to it, but now I'm starting to feel sad that you don't get some of these internal references. I think you'd have played off of it. I think like you'd have been all about it. But what chapter you say you're on? Like 800 something?
Yeah, actually, I can pull it up right now.
All right, let's let the folks know exactly where you're at.
All right, everyone at home. Here's where I'm at.
And by the way, this is since January of this year, so I don't want to hear it from other people.
Episode 851.
Yeah. 851 since January of this year. This hasn't been 6 months in the year, and you're already 3/4 of the way done.
Yep.
Like, that's dedication.
Been trying.
That's a man of focus.
Yeah, that's why I haven't watched any of these other shit. I mean, I did take a brief pause to watch Solo Leveling, but
Okay, all right. That's
aside from that, I haven't watched anything else. I wanted to watch Free Run, but
fair. Okay. Oh, dude, another one good one. That's a really good one. Freerin, like just a story wise, I like what it deserves its own kind of category for what it
deserves
its
its own sort of category.
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 Yeah.
Speaking of, that's where I'm at in the show. In,
Yeah.
in case the number didn't tell you that. We're
Category
we're
fight, yeah.
in the
Category fight.
mirror world. Category
Dude,
fight.
and he hasn't like. Okay, what do you know about the fight so far?
I just know that Luffy tried to use his Gum Gum Jet Gatlin,
And he tried to beat it with his mochi.
and then Katakuri used his Mochi and replicated that, and just absolutely destroyed Luffy. But
Marcus telling us he wants us to look at the dawn. Let's see what we're looking at here. Ooh, nice dawn. Okay, all right. Some classics here. Ooh, hey girl. So the first one, you got to remind me which one that's from there. Is that the Drum Kingdom? No, Gold Kingdom. He's got Buggy Dawn.
yeah, that one is buggy. I can't tell what the other one is.
What's the first one from? I can't remember. It's like it looks like he's got like a series or a story he's trying to tell here.
Somebody bowing down.
Yeah. Like, so, oh, did we get a fail to find? Oh, that hurts. 7K swing. This deck really shouldn't have that many fail to finds. Oh, it's a Sanji Dawn. Okay. All right, good start here though. Getting to Marcus, able to get on his ability here to get the top. Looks like he's got a lot of choices here.
Ooh, there. Okay,
Getting the
so he's
blocker.
gonna play that one out. The other one that you had showed earlier.
Yeah, could have brought out something from hand, but I guess he didn't have it. I'm looking to see if he had any hits. I don't know. I don't think he could have got out. That's 4K power.
Okay.
No, I don't think he had a way to bring out something else with it. But what's nice about that blocker is it becomes a pseudo blocker when it's rested like that, because people don't want to give it a chance to restand. But Sanji here going to utilize the ability synergy with the deck to be able to pop that 2020 chopper, and then we had Zoro attacking into the 2020 chopper. And first time 2K counter out, and let's see if Marcus counters out the leader swing into this 2020 chopper. I think it's taking a lot of hits.
He gives 2 cards.
Not it.
for
Only play the one cost blocker.
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
He just gave 3 or 3K.
Well, it can also play that 2020 chopper you just put in the bin too, by the way. But it's a 2K counter, so I don't imagine you want to play it. Ooh, nice. Has the removal spell for the Sanji though, and Tony Chopper getting in for a swing on the Zoro. That's not something you see every single day. It has a reduced attack on swing, so it was able to reduce it enough with the 2 attached on, and actually got a big hit. And we're gonna see if this Tony Chopper ends up being the #1 attack target for Porter here. But Marcus cleaning up board, well done. Unfortunately, kind of put back a little bit due to the the
3 costs.
3
getting
costs,
taken out.
yeah,
Yep.
getting taken out. But
And
yes,
another Sanji,
Jeez,
yep.
back to back Sanji.
That Sanji's going up.
Yeah, getting
Yeah.
some good value. 7 in a life. Marcus gonna take.
I haven't played it yet, but
He's got like one of every single Dawn from the entire series. I swear. There's the Boa. There's the Shanks. All right, here we go. Tony
Shanks
Chopper.
Dawn is actually
One of your favorites?
I did have in my Shanks set when I first built it. I used 5 of those and 5 of the other Shanks on.
Mm-hmm.
But then I switched it all to the Roger ones.
So here comes a Nami Searcher. See if he gets another good answer. And Get the Odyssey is a nice little card here.
Looking for another one of those 3 drops. No.
Now again, that 1 cost. Blocker Tony Chopper. Good and efficient. Goes out with a Nami. This is one of the 2 cards. This one from EBO2, but basically just the green version of the red version.
Is there any benefit to having 2 of the Searcher Choppers out? With putting out when it attacks, it searches the top 5.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, you're there's a lot of turbo into this deck. It sees a lot of itself, if that's what you're asking. But the Namis are just to make sure you hit it on curve. You want to get those Namis in the early game,
right?
To maximize your synergy, to get that 3 cost, because this deck does lean like most zoo builds do, lean pretty heavy on having this 3 cost 20 Chopper out, because it just fills the board with so many bodies that help you attack in the mid game with a lot of bodies, which can be very beneficial. For those that don't know, 20 Chopper does have the ability to restand itself, so that's what we were seeing. Here's Sanji is going to rest likely the 1 cost 20 Chopper, because it is the only blocker currently. Yep. So sad face, 20 Chopper will be rested. However, it will eat an attack likely. Here comes 7k into life, and we're going to says shut up and come with us. So looking for another 20 Chopper, hopefully a blocker. He's got one. So he can replace a Nami with one of the blockers. He's got it. There you go. He will not be able to block out of this attack, however. So he's going to take. But his next swing, maybe this one, might eat the 20 Chopper. But nope. Going to get 2 20 Choppers from hand. Here comes 7k and the block from 20 Chopper. And 1 open, so he's telecasting Gum Giant.
Right.
All right, 10 Dawn turn. We've seen the only really good play out of here is the Zoro player, seriously. But here comes 20 Chopper first swing.
And looking
off
at
the
top
top.
5.
Probably looking for another blocker 20 Chopper. Now, unfortunately, this one not Odyssey, so the Odyssey won't be able to restand it. But here we go. Nice little 5k into life. Trying to test the water. Really trying to abuse the fact that he's telecasting. He's got a Gum Giant, and
so
nothing.
Is the play here to restand the other chopper that already swung? Or?
It's possible. It's possible. And that is one of the really cool combos with this. I'm paying 4 Dawn to get another swing from the 20 Chopper, because every time it swings, it does get to search. But Kid Killer going to be the top here. He's still got 4 open, so he is going to be able to restand if he wants to. Has additional 2k, so that's going to be 8k for the first swing. We'll see if he gets another swing in from it.
We're going to see a Gum Giant here off of this one.
Likely. It can restand?
No, he paid the 4 to restand the blocker.
The blocker. Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
Just trying to stay alive.
Essentially. The problem with these 20 Chopper decks is you saw not a lot of counter, a lot of defensive plays. Obviously a lot of blockers, but if you have cards like these Sanjis that keep removing the blockers, not a lot of good you're doing here. I mean, you got another Sanji going to be resting up another blocker. Likely going to be the 3 cost. But yeah, if you have a lot of removal or ways to deal with these cheap blockers, that's the only thing keeping it alive. Like when I was playing the 20 Chopper red-green version, for me it was only just trying to stay alive to drop the Sanji and then hope that my opponent didn't just have the game next turn. Because I just needed to survive after playing Sanji, because the next turn I could probably win with the Sanji. Because I put enough early pressure on, I put enough early hits on, and the Sanji can be a closer. Let's see. All right.
2k.
Here comes the block. And 8k swing, 7k swing. Into life, maybe. Trying to end it. Going into 20 Chopper. Okay. All right, no life here for Marcus. 1 life here for Porter.
And he still has the 1 active.
Yep. Still has a Kid Killer, which is still active at 7k power. 10 Dawn. Could see some massive swings here. No blockers from Porter's side here. Here comes 5.
I probably would have gone 7 there.
5. Here comes life. We do have a kid killer combo kill if he uses it all. Now Porter he's showcasing he has 1 Gum Gum Giant. He just needs one of these attacks to land. There we go. We got 11k swing. And discards 2. Was bluffing the Gum Gum Giant. Interesting.
So, are we going to see him restand it here and do it again?
He doesn't need to. What? Oh, no, he's clean board here. What? What is happening?
Yeah,
here?
why didn't he swing back to life?
I think that was just them trying to show alternative plays, because he definitely got it. Marcus is the winner. Congratulations, Marcus, on your first top spot and solidifying yourself pretty comfortably on the top leaderboard. Let's take a look at who is currently leader on a leaderboard. I know I promised you guys 18 hours of content, but this is best of one. Who was kidding? Porter got a commanding lead at second place here. Got himself 2 additional points. 26 now, 11 points from the next opponent and next player up here. And we're going into the last 2 weeks of this championship series.
Yep.
It means 4 more rounds. There's a total of 14 total points if you can win all 4 of them.
Marcus
left.
said he's not in the series.
You're not in the series? I thought you paid up. Do we need to get you registered? Because I've been counting your points. I thought you were registered. So, I could have swore you were in here for this one. All right. Must have been on us for not... Did you want to be? Because, I mean, I've been keeping track of your points since we started the season. And you've been like, really close to the top or bottom here. But this one put you up. So... do you want me to take you out of the tournament? Because I can fix the board up if you want me to. It just means Divine Lotus is going to be back in there. But also we do know that Colin's not going to make it. So currently everybody up to Divine Lotus is in unless he drops out. And then that would mean that Victimon Jr. is now in and locked in. But I can take you out if that's what you want. I could have swore you paid up. All right. Just dead silence here. It says, I told Porter I wasn't in it.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, but I mean... Yeah, I got to redo the points. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you. That's all. It's nice of you. I appreciate it. It's not like this takes me hours of my day. That's cool.
It doesn't. I watched him. It only takes like 2 minutes.
I love your comment. He's like, seriously. It's not on me? What do you mean it's not on you? You're the one playing in the tournaments. It's not on me. All right. Guys, we got ourselves a board. We'll get fixed up before the next championship. No big deal. All right, let's get the wheel going.
I had a couple other entries.
Yeah?
DK-ish.
Yep. Let me get that one up and running. Here we go.
I think there was another one as well.
I just realized I don't think they can see the board. I gotta go back to it. What else have we got?
There was another one above that. Did you get Big Merc?
Homie? Oh, Big Merc, yeah. That's right. I did see some new chats in here. Let's FX. Yep. Let's FX in the chat. And who else are we gonna give these cards to?
Someone else up there.
So the whole tournament hangs on if Marcus cares now. Marcus
Hey
gives
Joe?
Porter a standing in charity.
Hey Joe.
Hey Joe, with what's potentially a new account.
Hey Joe Panda.
Multipass kid here, Panda.
Well, no, it's Hey Joe Panda.
Yep. 61 Panda. It's important. We have 61 pandas. It's important we have that.
It is very important.
Rich D. Luffy, Big Merc. Let's see. Homie's already in. DK-ish. All right. Wheel is set. Let's get to it. Let me know. Did I talk to this with you guys up here? Did I go back to us before I showcased it? Because this is the current championship numbers.
We started to go over it,
Mm-hmm.
and then
we went to
Marcus
us.
said,
I'm not in it.
"Yeah, I'm not in it."
Okay.
Making all of this void.
Yeah. This whole thing is messed up. All right. Oh.
Oh,
That
no,
was
it is
weird.
all messed up.
Yeah, that was weird. Just lost all of the chats.
Oh no.
Jeez. All right, the wheel is set. We're ready to go. Good, healthy wheel. 2 packs, if not 3, if the J-Wizzle tax pack comes true. See who our first winner is going to be. Can I stick it down? Where is my sticky pad?
Brain dead Porter?
Or Sauce Mama? Brain Dead Porter! Congratulations!
I wonder if he's still eating.
Probably. Emeros, talk to Porter to see how he feels about it. I mean, I don't think he cares. He's number 1. It doesn't do anything to him. It really doesn't. Brain Dead, congratulations. We're going to see what your first pack is. This is a set he couldn't get much hands on. Most of us couldn't. But this one, really good for him to be able to get some packs access to. Brain Dead, here you go, buddy. Congratulations. Delivering this, of course, to you tomorrow. So let's find out. Right down the middle. Captain Little says Porter would make some comment about how he would have won if he was trying. Right? All right. Not going to spend too much time on these things, guys, because honestly, if you play the set, like, you see the first 4 cards and you've seen them all. Honestly, there's a lot of duplicates in here. Bueno. Iceberg. Nice little Iceberg support. There we go. The 3 pace hum soul notch slash. Carrot. Always nice to see. There we go. And, ooh, our first good look. We got our first good hit. Aiden's already seen some play. Nico Robin. I know you guys Nico Robin fans out there. Will this be our first hit? Will this be our first hit?
Oh, no, but that's a good card.
No, but it's a very, very good card. It's a card that's very hard to pull. If you guys have seen the pull rates in the set, these SRs.
Atrocious.
It is so hard to get these cards. But I mean, these SRs could obviously go up. Yes, SR and Nell is huge. Huge. Like, if you guys remember, some of the SRs from the EBO1 just skyrocketed in price because it was just so hard to get. And we've seen cases after cases after cases of being pulled, and people only getting like 3 and L. Like, out of the entire case.
I think, personally, I cracked 4
boxes?
4 boxes.
Yeah.
And I got 1 playset and 2 extra.
Of Vanille?
Yep.
Seriously?
Yep.
In 4 boxes, you got 6?
Yeah, one of them.
You must have been stacked up on your side because I've been seeing.
One of them was the alt art there.
Okay.
So.
But 6.
Yeah.
In 4 boxes. Bro, you got the Enel luck. Or either that or you took it from everybody else. I've seen people post their entire case and only saw 3 of them on there. Like, that's insane.
Yep.
But that's to say, I don't know.
They weren't from the same. All those boxes weren't from the same case.
Size. Oh, okay. Yeah. Dude, man, now luck is with you. All right, Porter, congratulations. You got yourself the pack. Now let's find out. Are we going to do a tax pack, or is this going to be our last pack of the night? Let's find out. Nice win, though. Nice win.
Absolutely.
All right, shuffle it up. Let's see. 39 Royale. Let's see if that... Sometimes those last-minute comments help. Oh, it just... Yo! Just hit right by him. Turn of the tide, though. Looks like it's going to lock it in.
Man.
Turn of the tide. Congratulations. I think this is the second time Turn of the Tide's won. That should have contact information, this person. Either that or it's in a stack of packs that I can't get a hold of people. But I know, not a first-time commenter. Turn the Tide, congratulations. Let's find out what you won. Open it up. Let's see. Are we going to get our first hit from the box? Doing that wolf crack pack style. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. 39 says, using my Richie D. Luffy voice. Rigged!
That was
Right?
sunny.
It was so close. I was like, sometimes when people chat last minute, it's the name that comes up here. And it came like it was coming right up to you. And then just right past you. All right.
Rigged.
Carrot.
I can't read it.
Yeah, it's a going Mary.
I can't read.
There needs to be a card that says I can't read. It's just for both. All right, let's see it.
All right.
German 66. Nico Robin
Another
blocker.
Robin.
Good utility. Ooh, nice Yamato.
Yamato.
SR. Back-to-back SRs.
Yep.
Nice. That means the hits are still alive, guys. The hits are still alive. There's a reason to keep turning it in. It means we have 2 more amazing hits coming from this box. At least. It could be 3. I don't personally like the hit ratio in here, so I always just say 2, because it's just like, it feels like I'm always going to be guaranteed 2. 39 is like, that's a nice card for Ace and Odin, right? And you were talking about that.
Odin,
yeah. Absolutely. Turn the tide, congratulations. Make sure I get in contact with you and as well as everybody else. So we got a fun week of reestablishing and rebuilding my stream. Captain says, Jimmy pretending the reason to keep turning in is not for the content. Oh. I mean, I appreciate you guys, but I mean, let's be real here. I mean, what's the best part about watching this thing is being able to walk away with these, like, free packs. Which I love giving away, honestly. I love seeing some massive hits. You guys get to see my endorphins through you guys. I'm not bored of the set yet. I'm not bored of the new stuff.
That last, it was kind of wild.
Right?
Wild.
Oh my, guys, like, if you guys go back to the last VOD, which was, when did we do that? It was on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on Friday. If you guys go back to the Friday VOD, and you can find it out on YouTube as well, by the way. And it looks for at the very tail end, where we're giving packs away. The
very last one.
pack we open out there. You're opening it on camera. I'm freaking out. All of us are freaking out. The door was locked because it didn't.
And there's people like
just
trying to
shaking it like we're in The Walking Dead. Like I thought they were trying to like raid the office. They're like, "What did you get? What did you get? You have to tell us right now." I'm like, "Watch the stream." I wish Captain Little's like, "I'm shouting rigged." Everyone's out there shouting rigged, and we're like, I'm just flabbergasted. I'm off camera at this point. I'm behind the studio going, "Oh my god, that was one of the SPs I really wanted from the set, just like you did too."
Yep.
And I'm just like, "Oh man,
I was gonna get
set
that
to go.
one sent off for grading. I already have the SB Zoro Juro. So.
It was complete pandemonium, guys. You got to go check it out. I'm gonna try and see if I can get that clip at some point and get that out to social media. But it just being in the studio. Do you remember how like
oh
God,
my
vicious
gosh,
they were shaking that door? I thought they were gonna break the thing down.
Yeah, it was just like
Oh, come on, let me in.
shaking it.
I'm like, calm down. Let us like watch the VOD if you want to. We're live. We're live right now.
Everybody crowded around the door.
Right? Oh man, it was a good times for sure, and it was like one of our best hits. I wouldn't say the best hit yet, but it was one of our best hits. Because I think the Monkey D. Luffy Alt Art Leader was probably one of our best. Who's going out here? Who we got? Chicken Tendy's not out live? Interesting.
This is not
live. Interesting. We do have some other ones. Let's see. Link doing some box openings. He looks pretty happy. Where do you want to
go? Yeah, we can get a
Link.
Go to Link. Yeah.
I don't know anything about this person. If they cuss or anything, I hope not.
This one here.
Do you want to go this one?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who either of these are.
Okay, we'll get this one here.
This one here?
Yeah.
Are you? Because you can't read. That's right.
Yeah.
I was going to ask
him.
Go
by picture. Go by picture.
He's going by picture. So this one's playing. It looks like he's eating ice cream and playing The Sim. So here.
I just want to know what flavor ice cream it is.
Captain Little, Night of the Living Pole. Like that's if I had to make a movie about that, that's exactly what I would do. I put like a time card on there that says Night of the Living Pole. And just everyone freaking out. I imagine that's probably gonna be how it is when I get the manga, to be honest with you guys. Like I have a strong feeling that when I pull that thing, it's gonna be like everyone's freaking out. Oh, didn't copyright. No, gotta do it again. Okay, we got this.
Don't worry.
I
believe in you.
I love that you and I won't read it. So I'm afraid to screw it up. I was hoping you would say it so that I could maybe correct you.
Fudelio TCG.
You lied to me. You can read. Did you guys see that's proof right there that he read it? Right there. He lied to me. He told me I had to do the reading here. Man, our trips out to Sonic are just going to be insane.
The only thing I saw. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I know how to read.
It's just
that one name.
Just that one name. Guys, I hope you guys have had a good time. Say hi to Mark. Say thanks you for his first time out here. Hopefully it won't be your last. I think it was a great time having
Never
you.
coming back. I
don't blame you. Guys, I had a really good time. This has been great. It's all he knows. That's it. That's all he knows. Guys, Thank you for such an amazing time. Thank you for being here. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some recorded content. Wednesday, we're back in studio doing some Flesh and Blood, so I know you guys are excited about that. Thursday, we're going to be back in the studio with Spencer here, and we're going to be covering the Week 7 Part 1 of this, and of course, getting into some amazing pack openings.
Yeah, I'll be beating Quarter on camera Tuesday night. So.
Yeah, he's getting ready. Mike, great casting. Homie appreciates it. Appreciate
Wonderful.
you. Thank you
I
all.
appreciate you.
Guys, it's been fantastic.
Real homie there.
Yeah. As always, stay hum, bro. And now let's push and wait for the raid button. But stay hum, bro. I mean it. Stay hum, bro.
All right, let's make sure to turn the mic off after this one, though.
Okay, good call. Mike, new host. Yes, Captain Little is going to be a new host for a little bit. Yeah. He's going to be in and out. We got a rotation of these guys.
Yeah, rotating. Got to
Yeah.
get rid of me.
Yeah.
He doesn't want me here.
Smooth outro. It's already screwed up because we're waiting for I want to hit the raid now, and I want to be like, stay hum, bro, is the last comment. And then we read your comments, and it doesn't become the last comment.
All right, stay humbro. Don't say anything.
I gotta wait for us to get to that one. Come on. Okay. I had to get to the point where I was pointing to you because it immediately kicks us off over that side. Right? So I have to watch the video to when it gets to that point because we're on a delay.
Yeah.
Because when I hit raid, it ends at right at that point. Right?